That was a little bit tense.
Yeah, there we go. Not sure what went wrong there at all, but it did go wrong. Yes. So that was great, really helpful. And the chat has already vanished. But I can see...
it pops up and it kind of goes ooh, and then fades.
Ooh?
Yeah.
Go, ooh.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
The
chat has already vanished. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. We got the chat up. And then fades. You want to mute that?
Yeah.
We're kind of looping back on ourselves. Yeah, let's not talk about rugby. Rugby, officially a sore point. Let's move on.
You have had a lovely afternoon watching the rugby, though.
I have, to be fair. Two very good, very exciting games of rugby. Obviously, we live in Wales. They're quite fond of a bit of rugby here. But, you know, new team, still bedding in. Now I'm starting to sound like the bloke off the Fast Show. Ron talking about the football.
Yeah, so there were lots of questions earlier.
There were. Ping some questions up with us now. We're live.
I daren't scroll back because my live chat's not been working very well. So.
It seems a bit fragile tonight. We had some issues earlier. Oh, love the hair. Oh, thank you, Phil. Might have been on about your hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The chat has been misbehaving, but here we are. We're there. Andrew Tolley hated playing rugby. So did I. Don't be under any shadow of a doubt. Rugby is a lovely game for other people to play.
Now, Indecisive just mentioning that he sat with a cup of Welsh brew, which I know Whiteland will wholeheartedly approve of.
Yeah.
But he's doing some really intense Rustival preparation.
He is.
VEP is undergoing quite the process.
Yeah, Indecisive Auto owns VEP, the BX Mark 1 that was previously owned by Kitch of the Up and Down channel, who you should definitely check out. And
Indecisive is putting out his videos of the vet prep.
Vet prep is a thing.
Have you titled it Vet Prep? Because that's a really good title.
Yeah, it's definitely what it's called. We just named it for you. But questions everywhere.
Thank you for the hair compliments. I really desperately need a haircut.
Right, family. Great news. The Talbot is fixed and ready for Rustival. Right, family, been member for 11 months. So thank you very much for your support. But that's good news.
Is that the camper?
Oh, I don't know. There's quite a few Talbots about the place.
See, we've seen
plenty of them.
The list.
The list.
Very
Rustival.
exciting.
Very exciting. There's going to be some amazing cars coming to Rustival. So if you want to aware of what Rustival is, it's an event we're putting together. It's us. It's iDriver Classic and Matt of Furious Driving. We'll be talking about it a bit more in a future video, actually, where we do some tinkering with Daihatsu. But we've got over 600 cars booked into this event at the British Motor Museum on the 9th of March. And we're going to have guests. We've got a Mark 1 Ford Transit stage. And we're going to be chatting to some of our friends in the world of media and YouTubing on said stage.
Yeah, we've got some really exciting topics that we've plotted out for it as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll find it exciting.
Oh, no. Another Daihatsu has dropped out. Phil P's Corey isn't going to be ready, which is a shame because that's an Avanzato TRXX.
Yeah,
something.
I was so excited when I saw that. I didn't want to spoil it and be like, is that
can't you hire a trailer and then it can still make it?
Yeah.
Kitch may need a car transporter because all his cars are broken. So another reason to keep an eye on the Up and Down channel.
Phil could bring his purple beast and then entertain everybody with the curtains again.
Oh yeah, El Grand curtains, very entertaining.
Really entertaining.
I'm not sure they're quite as quick as the curtains I saw in a Nissan Homie once.
I don't know, they were pretty terrifying.
You didn't want to get in the way of those.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, there's loads of stuff coming. Oh no, my Xantia TD died last night. Oh, sorry to hear that, Trev. What happened?
Sad times. I'm missing the question. Everyone I'll put it on slow mode and you lot are pinging stuff in.
It's because we said ask questions.
Yeah.
Guessing you're bringing Betty for Rustival? No.
Poor Betty just sat off the road at the moment. I mean, she's on the road technically, but she's she's up the unit resting.
John, I'm very sorry you can't make it to Rustival. We are hoping this is going to be one of many. I don't mean many this year because
this one is taking enough. Yeah.
But
Is that Kylie on the shelf? Sorry, yes.
Yes, it is Kylie. Yeah. Yes, it is Kylie. Little Miss HubNut's just got into vinyl, and so I took the opportunity and bought some vinyl as well. Yeah.
Oh, Schlucky's got a BA XR6 Falcon Ute. Nice. Headlining sags even in the Ute, and that's a tiny headliner. So, shall I send Miss HubNut over? She's expert headliner fitter.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Maybe not.
Joyful.
Yeah.
No, I did love it the first time. The second time, and now I have to look at it every day, and it really winds me up.
Yeah. Sorry, we are trying to keep up.
Patsy?
No, Campbell went on the Xantia. Oh, that is a shame. That will have bent valves, sadly.
Oh.
Not beyond repair, but yeah, anything involving that sort of engine surgery isn't going to be cheap. I don't know if you can find another engine easily enough these days. There aren't so many of them in the scrapyards, just from a generational point of view. But I hope it can be saved nonetheless.
Waterhouses says, fancy selling took.
Nope.
Is this one man up says, is this the first Rustival there has ever been then? Yes, it is. Yeah. It was an idea that's kind of escalated massively.
It's grown out of us being at the November Classic Car Show at the NEC and sort of trying to make that format more accessible. We love it when the channels come together and we have a really nice time. So we thought, well, what if we invited more channels and just tried to make an event that's a bit different? It isn't a classic car show. It isn't a modern car show. It's a car show. But even not even cars. We've got motorbikes, vans.
Yeah.
We'd love it if a bus was coming.
All wheels are welcome. Our slogan is all wheels are welcome. Oh, thank you, Robin. Yeah, our slogan is all wheels are welcome. And welcome is the really important word because if you've been on Facebook, we've got a Rustival general page and we've got a Rustival friendship corner where you can talk about your car prep, introduce yourself, get some convoys arranged.
Yeah.
And that's the big thing is we know lots of people are nervous about coming to shows because they might have to come on their own. And so what we want to do is kind of ease those nerves. So Friendship Corner will actually be there on the day as well. It's going to be a bright yellow gazebo. The pink will be back in the hair. You won't be able to miss me. So if you need somewhere, you just need to take a moment.
Sorry, Matthew, but thank you very much for your little super chat there. Very kind of you. I hope the rest of your shift is not too eventful.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on. I just wanted you leaving.
So yeah, it's going to be different in that it's going to be very, very inclusive. And if you are coming on your own, we're trying to plan convoys that you can join, and we're trying to just make sure everybody is welcome. If you haven't got a classic, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you have, great. If you haven't, doesn't matter. Whatever you've got is perfect.
Just come along. It's going to be a lovely day.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day.
Another person helping with this event is Retro Matt, who was just gifted 5 HubNut memberships.
Thank you very much.
Very kind of you. Thank you. That means 5 people. Kev. Oh no, I can't. Grosack.
Of course.
Everything Cars, Phil Jones and Alan Foster are now channel members. You can be a channel member too if you head to the description. There's a link to tell you more about that. Or maybe someone else will gift memberships.
Yeah.
I believe that you don't have to be a member to gift memberships
anymore. You don't have
anymore.
to be a member to give memberships anymore.
Yeah.
No. And it's quite simple to accept the membership as well. It will tell you that you've got one.
Yeah. And I think, I haven't managed to get it to work yet, but I believe we as a channel, I think it's only at the start of the month, if we do a live stream, we can gift 5 memberships ourselves for YouTube.
Swish.
Allow us to gift.
Once we work out how to do that, we will do that, folks.
Yeah, it's all technology.
Interesting question here from Jay Spears. Can we pay at the gate or is it just ticket only? We would recommend that you buy a ticket in advance. A couple of reasons. One is we've got 2 parking areas. The Vanden Plas is full. That's our 350 original exhibitors. And then we've got Mayfair parking. And we are running out of space rapidly there.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm saying that it's a good idea to buy in advance is because it's a cheaper price. It's £11 to come to our event.
And that still gets you full museum access
on the
£11.
You can pay £16. And then you have a ticket that you can use all year round. So it's entirely up to you. But we would recommend, if you want to be in the action, so to speak, buy in advance. And they are going quickly. Yeah. You can buy on the day, but you will be in general parking. So yeah, if you can buy in advance, great stuff.
Everything Cars, who is a channel member, the event is going to be at the British Motor Museum, not the National Motor Museum, the British Motor Museum, which is in Gaydon in Warwickshire, just off junction 12 of the M40. Very, very convenient. And someone else was asking a question. Frozen Apples, will you be at the Practical Classics Classic Car and Restoration Show? Such a catchy name. We will, but only as day visitors like we did last year. We're not going to have a stand there. We just found, it all gets a bit much trying to do 2 of those big NEC shows per year. So much as we love Practical Classics, and Danny from Practical Classics is going to be
on our stage.
He's our compere and MC, if you like. MC Danny is in the house at Rustival. So we get on very well with Practical Classics. They are good friends of ours. But we won't be at the show all 3 days will be on one of the weekend days. We don't yet know which one.
Luke, I see you've named your charade. What have you called her?
Yep, do tell us.
And are you coming to Rustival? Did we have the discussion of coming to Rustival?
Yeah.
We need more Daihatsus.
We need more Daihatsus. Porsche 356A is in from Sydney. That's Steve, who is building up quite the fleet of French cars over in Sydney. I drove his Alfa Romeo GTV and his Volkswagen Splitty camper when I was in there. That Splitty camper had been driven, not by Steve, all the way to Australia at some point in its life. It was converted by Devon Conversions back in the day. So, yeah, good to have him about.
She's called Chippy.
Chippy, that's very cute.
Chippy the nippy. They are nippy, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're awesome. Oh, that's really cute.
Peter Burke's got his Rustival ticket. Nice one. Bring a 2005 Mitsubishi Colt. Plenty of lack appeal. Bring it on. We're going to have stuff in all sorts of condition. We've got pre-war stuff. We've got brand new stuff, electric cars, everything you can imagine in between, modified stuff. Absolutely bone stock.
Rustivals, we've got Citroen are heavily represented.
Yeah, lots of Citroens.
Yeah, loads of Citroens across
Cecily
the spectrum.
will be
Cecily
at Rustival.
will be there.
Yeah.
Ian's
hair is catching up. Well, I'm trying. The mullet is kind of in hiding today, but it is there.
Oh, Indecisive just gone to check on his pizza.
Okay. May have just munched one myself. Oh my gosh, there are so many questions. Everything Cars would love to bring his 53 Oxford. Would that still be an MO at that age, or is that the first of the Series 2s? But doesn't really matter. Equally welcome.
Now, Retro Matt also has 2 Yugosadas.
Oh dear, but he's still having major clutch woes.
Oh, they're fighting, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are fighting. Oh, and Retro Sammy says her Torah will be there. Recent purchase for them.
Lovely.
Looks awesome, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good morning, Adrian M.
Alan Foster, did you see Harry's garage and his latest purchase and EV report? I didn't. I know he's gone from EVs and hybrids back to diesel. And I think, sadly, a lot of people are. I think EV was pushed a bit hard and doesn't suit everyone. And apparently it didn't suit Harry. I've not watched the video, but I've seen his social media posts. So I'm guessing it's of that
Fun is asking how many Imber cars are coming to Rustival.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm not sure we've got any booked in yet.
I don't think I've seen an Imber car yet.
Yeah, sadly.
So if Rev can get there, that would be awesome.
I don't think Tuck's going to be there.
As I say, no pressure. Whatever we've got is really, really exciting. Do we know if Rich is taking the mighty Dacia? We don't.
Oh, no, we haven't actually spoken to Rich.
Might be worth messaging him.
Yeah, I don't think we've spoken to Rich since Festival of the Unexceptional last year, when the mighty Dacia misbehaved quite dramatically.
Peter Burke says 2 weeks ago I was a bus driver, bus no longer.
Oh,
okay. Oh, we've got lots of conversation about lack appeal.
Yeah, we've got a few Dutch in. That's always good.
Mr. Rodney Johnson says, is your wife interested in cars? I'm thinking you might be new.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so. Yeah. My real love in life is my Daihatsu charade called Shemi.
Yeah.
Who we were tinkering with just this week.
Yep. And previously did an engine change on.
Mm-hmm.
During which we also did an engine change on 2CV.
Yep.
Gray
the Freudian Circle says, I wonder how many Peugeot 306s are going to be there.
Well, hopefully a few. That'd be nice. I love 306s.
CJ Payne says, if you're looking for a rare 90s quirky project car, I've got a Mitsubishi Space Runner that needs some TLC.
Oh, wow. I wish we had space. Anyone else fancy a Space Runner?
Yeah.
Space Runner's the short one, isn't it? With a sliding door. And then you got the longer Space Wagon, which was one of the first MPVs, 7-seaters, sort of even slightly ahead of the Renault Espace, I think.
Admiral Alcatraz says, I considered finding the cheapest car I could find on Marketplace the day before to bring to Rustival. I love that bravery. I really like that.
Oh, blimey. Matt has had to take the clutch out of my old Yugo Sana to find out what clutch it should have.
Oh, crikey.
Was that clutch any good?
Oh,
I think it was fairly low mileage.
Good evening. He's just popping off. I did see Fergus.
Oh, when's the event being held? Rustival again. It's being held 9th of March. I should have put that in the description. Can I do that here?
I don't know. Fergus is asking, is it springtime yet? We had sunshine today. We had sunshine. There was no rain. We had sunshine. So maybe. I might regret this decision. I may have just pressed.
Oh,
he's pressing things.
I'm pressing buttons. I hope I haven't just ruined everything.
Nice. Bringing my 306 Cabriolet Patsy. Hopefully we have good convertible weather. That would be lovely. It being Britain, who knows what the weather's going to do. But whatever, we don't really care what the weather does. I know there's going to be an old Vauxhall Corsa C at Rustival.
Nice.
Is it yours, Dave?
My sister's first car was a Corsa
is it?
C. Yeah, it's the only. Yeah, it is the only Corsa C I've driven. I've been a passenger in a Corsa C, which from factory had a 1.8 litre engine. That was quite hilarious.
Simone of Hooked on Classics saw wildflowers on a walk today. We've already
Excellent.
got daffodils. I think they're being a bit ambitious, those daffodils.
Sorry, I've just accidentally come out of my own
Everything
live stream.
Cars says. Ian, what's your favourite car you've reviewed?
Hold on, folks. I'm trying to find you again. Where have you gone?
What's the plan for the Pajero once finished? So, Pajero is coming along nicely, actually. I know it seems like slow progress. It is coming along nicely. We don't actually know, but I suspect give it a little adventure and then send it on its way, sadly. It's a lovely, lovely little thing. Edward, she doesn't have a name, because if we name her, she might have to stay, and we don't have space.
Oh, hello. Spanners and Clanks is in.
Wow, Paige Greer, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Paige Greer. That's very
generous.
A good contribution to the tea fund there.
Hello, Mini HubNut. I did see you guys are trying to call. As you could see, we can't answer the phone
we're a bit busy at the moment. Oh, there you go. Don't join in.
Oh, no.
Get down.
Oh,
go on.
Alone Together 78 says, thought of Ian while watching Car Wow's reviews of the Cybertruck when the size of the front wiper was mentioned. It's huge.
It's huge, but it's not a very good design, I don't think. I don't think it gives good clearance. And it pushes the water to the bottom of the windscreen, then goes back to an erect position, which must surely allow the water to just get blown back up the windscreen again. Seems a terrible idea.
There's an intriguing message here. Andy H1302 says, I have my spot in the 350. If I'm there, it means I didn't spend £5,000 on a Beetle and my wife hasn't killed me. Andy, do you want to clarify on that one?
Interesting.
Yes. Are there many three-wheelers attending? I don't think mine will be ready, unfortunately.
Ooh, I don't know. Are we going to be Reliant?
We've got some I'm sure we've got a Reliant.
Yeah, we've got at least one Reliant, actually. Yeah, a late Robin.
Yeah. Thank you, Paige. Yeah, we do have to make the channel grow.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes.
And another way to assist the channel, of course, is to buy merchandise. We've still got some of the red Tools logo T-shirts in stock. They're very, very nice. Ooh. We're going to have new items after Rustival.
Yes, so we're going to take... remember that Fleet T-shirt we've been mentioning for a while now?
Yeah, the design we've got on mugs and tea towels.
Yes, we're having that on a T-shirt, so that's very exciting.
Yeah. Idaho is in the chat. What do you recommend for preventing brake corrosion driving? Park a car up in Wales for too long and the brakes rust up. It's horrible.
Yeah, Shemmy's rust up in like 3 days.
Not even that long.
Not even that long, no. Steve's Machine says, I was tempted to bring my Robin.
Greer,
I decided to bring the bongo instead. Bongos are cool.
Yeah.
Paige, blimey, thank you so very, very
really
much.
Appreciate that. Thank
really,
you.
really, really generous. Have you considered road testing Ford Fiesta Mark II? Or, I don't know where
I would love to, because Fiesta Mark II was my first car.
Yeah, which is funny because we were talking about first cars and how obviously we've got somebody who will need a first car soon.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that when we were young, you'd drive them with doors hanging off and all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, my first car was an absolute heap.
You just wouldn't do it these days. And yours was a mess.
Yeah. Turbo Tim's World. I've got to do a clutch on a customer's 2CV soon. Do you have a video that covers that? Oh gosh, not specifically. No. We've had the engine out several times, so if you watch any of my engine swap videos, there are quite a few, and there will be another one coming soon. I mean, it's not difficult. You're talking probably half an hour to get the engine out, and then the clutch is just a regular clutch.
In case you're wondering what's going on, the dog's just crawling under the blanket.
Yeah, it's cold. Always.
Why don't I go for an automatic license? Wouldn't be much use for us with the Fleet, apart from Betty, of course.
Yeah, and the clutch isn't the problem.
No.
Yeah.
You make it sound like it's me. Will there be a Valsatis at Rustival? I don't recall seeing a Valsatis. So if
you've got one, please bring it.
If you've got a Valsatis or an Avon, this is like I'm just picking.
Yeah, Avon time, please.
So if we can have some Daihatsus, please, a Valsatis and an Avon time, that would be lovely.
Dog's just digging into the sofa. We will be taking merch, Dale, to the show. Yep. Dab driver, I saw you recently fitted the engine with your new cylinders. These are made of iron. I think the standard ones are. It's all the same sort of metal, so it doesn't seem to be a problem. Is it iron or is it just a heavier grade of steel? I have no idea. I'm not a metallurgist.
Has there been a road test of a Ford Corsair?
No, there needs to be. I drove one many years ago. Remember Affordable Classics? Used to sell Fords back in the day, based down in Essex.
Affordable, clever.
Yeah. I used to go and see him and drive his stock very often. And lovely Mark 1 Granada Coupe was one of my favourites. But I did love the Corsair as well.
My Andy H1302 says, my first car was a Triumph Toledo. If you slammed the door, bits fell off. It died in flames on the M5 in late.
Yeah, sadly, those did rust. They were quite cheap cars.
Retro Sammy says, hope Diego is doing good. Love that cheeky chappy. Diego is doing great. However, Sammy was fantastic when Diego was poorly. He really loves the Royal Canin food.
Yeah.
We now, not the gastrointestinal one because he's over that, but we now have to buy that food. He refuses his cheap food now. He's worth it, obviously.
Edward asks if Tim from Cambrian Classics will be Cambrian, not Cumbrian. Classics will be at Rustival. He will, and we'll hopefully be talking a bit about technical things that he understands and I don't.
Dexter's Folly says, loving both our hair. I meant to include in the last question, will you ever test a Reliant anything? You tested a Reliant recently.
tested a Reliant Robin very recently.
He loved
huge fun. And we used to own the Fox that is now Fox and Folly's Fox, if you'll pardon the expression.
Right Family says, what are you most looking forward to at Rustival from what's already booked? We can't give too much away.
Yeah.
But it involves the word Daihatsu for me, obviously.
Yeah. Andrew Tolley says that Whittle Transport Museum has one of the prototype metro buses. Indeed, it does. Do you think they would let you drive it for a video? No. I have asked the question, and they're like, the lack of a bus license is a problem for them, I think.
I love this. So Peter Burke says, I wish I'd kept my first car, VW Polo Seabred van in Champagne. And Bagoli's gone, my actual car is a VW Polo Bred van. It's 86C2F.
There we go.
Discussion about whether or not Tuck's allowed on the motorway.
Yeah, she is.
Yes, she is. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just pressed the wrong
someone
button.
was asking if I've tested a Mark 1 Range Rover or if I plan to, but I have. When I was in New Zealand, drove a very nice Range Rover just after driving a Series 2 Land Rover owned by the same person. And that was a contrast.
So, One Man Up says, how would you know if you're in the 350? Does it say on the ticket?
Well, it's a two-stage process. You buy your ticket from the British Motor Museum, then you have to apply for exhibitor parking through the Rustival website, rustival.co.uk. And
if you're buying now, it will be the Mayfair parking, so that's not the 350. The 350 were informed a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
They would have got an email saying congratulations.
But check your spam, because a lot of notification emails
spam and junk.
got hidden.
And if you've got any questions, do head to the Rustival website and
or email hello@rustival.co.uk.
No.
There we go. Do you still hate the modern Mini? It's not that I hate them, they're just not my cup of tea, really. Although I look at the original R50s now and I think, ooh, yeah, that's starting to get some nice retro vibes itself. So, yeah, more modern Minis, not a fan.
I'm loving all these first cars. 95 Astra Merit, 9075 Vauxhall VX, Mark II Fiesta. That's really nice to see.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hoping to have a Reliant Ant on the road this year.
Oh,
That's
yes,
so
that is something I
cool.
would love to meet.
That is so cool, Steve's Machines.
Yeah. James A, how closely are you following the Mighty Car Mods Daihatsu Copen adventures? Well, we watched the first one.
Yeah.
We watched their K-car race as well that they did in Malaysia.
Oh, that was so good. That was
amazing
a Christmas
episode.
special, wasn't
There was
it?
much squealing
That
from
was
both
so
of us,
good.
I think.
Yeah.
Excellent. Fergus has just checked his spam folder and found a parking notification. I'm sorry,
Superb.
Ferg. I don't know why they're ending up there, but I'm glad you found it.
And what are you bringing?
Yeah. Are we going to dyno Betty? Probably not. Automatics, very hard to get an accurate reading out of them.
Stuart Ross, first car, X-Mod Land Rover, 110 2.5 diesel. It was slow.
Yeah, they are very slow. Even the turbo diesels were not exactly rapid. But they just keep soldiering on. Someone had a Viva HA as the first car. David. Lovely.
I'm loving this. 205, 1.1 star with tasteful yellow trim. I'm intrigued to know about the tasteful yellow trim.
Well, Alan Foster's first and only car, Opel Kadett 1300.
And Kev Cracknell says thank you to whoever gifted first car Escort 1300E.
Nice.
And thanks to whoever gifted me a membership.
That was Paige, wasn't it? No, it was Matt.
No, it was Matt.
Matt, sorry, yeah, Paige has done donations. Thank you very much, Paige. Yeah, Matt gifted some memberships earlier on, I think.
Peter Burke, any idea where I can try a 2CV?
Try a 2CV.
Have any of the museums?
There was a
got
company up near Loch Ness that was, you could go on holiday up there and hire a 2CV. I don't know if they're still going. Yeah, tricky one otherwise. Because my first time in a 2CV was driving the one I ended up buying back in 1995. 95? No, 96. 96 is when I bought it from the 2CV centre in Birmingham. So yeah, the one I test drove was the one I bought. Because I thought, this feels like fun.
Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate in these times that there are places where you can go and test classics. And also
don't really fit Great British Car Journey story though, the 2CV, unless they got a slough built in.
No, and then you've got the Classic Car Loan Project, which has some exciting things on it as well.
Yeah, very nice cars.
Very exciting initiative that is. Oh, we've got loads of first
2CV Workshop in Callington. That's Graham Wilson. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if these people will let people just come and drive 2CVs. At the end of the day, they've got businesses to run. I know Peak 2CV has been selling 2CVs left, right and centre this year, but you'd have to be quick to drive one.
Simone says 2CV Workshop in Callington.
Yeah, I just said that's Graham Wilson.
Okay.
Visited him with Ellie in 2008.
What do you think of the new model Dacia Sandero?
We like Dacias. Yep.
Cool.
Some other questions I wanted to see. Where are we? Oh, they're just pinging in.
Gray, the Floydian Circle says, just found my Rustival email. I'm in Mayfair.
Excellent.
So Mayfair is super close together.
Yeah.
They are super close together. So they're both brilliant. That's why they're Vandenpla and Mayfair, pretty much special. And
sorry, I just wanted to pick up on this one. Ricket Tick 65, first car, 1976, Citroen Diane 6. Nice. I've had many Dianes. I love them. I'm very fond. But they're not 2CVs, so...
You did rescue one, didn't you?
Yeah. Lightbulb Fund says he would highly recommend a 2CV. But yeah, he's ragged one around the field. I think that's the same one that the Hublets have also driven, not Ellie.
I see.
And you haven't driven one yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't driven one because I am forbidden.
Yeah, you can only drive Ellie.
Right. Exhibit of parking.
All things Alex, yes, you should have if you've applied via the Rustival website for an exhibitor parking. So yeah, do check your emails if not.
Yeah, and just to confirm the process, so you buy your ticket through the museum and then you do the application process over on the Rustival website. Just so we know who's coming, what you bring in. Not because we're nosy, but it's going to help us with making sure that the day runs absolutely as smoothly as possible. Yeah,
it's all about trying to get people in. If you haven't got the pass, then you would be directed to general parking. But do have a check of your junk folder if you have gone through the Rustival website. But don't take 2 ticks, so you can head to rustival.co.uk and get your pass.
Cora de Sunni says, any upgrades planned for Ellie?
Not other than the 652 engine we've got to go in. If you saw the recent video where we dismantled her old 652 engine.
Mr. NK 9064 says, greetings from France. You came over to celebrate Citroen's 100th in 2019. Any plans to visit France anytime soon for a new adventure?
Yes, we are. We have some very big plans at a very early stage. But we're hoping this is the year we actually get back to France, because you lived in France for a year.
Yeah, I did. I love France.
I haven't been to France since the big 2CV adventure of 2019. So, we are desperate to get back to France, because we bought Giselle to go to France.
We had this romantic, there was this romantic plan, was it, of meet?
Yeah, yeah, it was a GSA
Yeah.
anniversary meet
So
in
we're going to
Paris.
go to Paris with Giselle, and obviously we all know what happened in 2020, so
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
Oh, Ellie back on the dyno. That's not a bad idea. See what the 652 is actually making. Be a bit embarrassing if it turns out to be less than a healthy 602.
The next HubNut car that's going on that dyno will be Chevy. I'm quite determined.
One Man Up was surprised that the 2CV com rods are one piece and kind of part of the press crankshaft. He says it's very like motorbikes, but that was kind of the inspiration for the 2CV's mechanicals.
Derek Jones says, "Hi, Carly and Ian. Have you seen a 2CV that's four-wheel drive that tows its own caravan in Switzerland, I believe? Seen on YouTube this week."
Yeah, it's I think it's an Acadian. Or no, it's a 2CV. I think it was an Acadian at some point. I think it's currently a 2CV.
That the gentleman...
articulated one. It's been on the 2CV scene for years and years. I've seen it at several meets.
Is that the one we watched with the gentleman who built it himself?
I think that's the one.
Quite fascinating. Yeah.
Carlo says, when in France, visit the Reims. Believe it or not, REIMS, pronounced Reims. Car museum. Yeah, I must go there. I've been to Reims with Ellie. We parked up by the racetrack. You have to do it. They get a bit shirty if you turn up in a big group and start doing burnouts up there, but I was just on my own in Ellie, so that was all fine. And also go and check out the cathedral in the centre of Reims. It's beautiful.
Jason Hughes says, "My neighbour got a Mazda Bongo and a Y-Reg, year 2000. Timing belt or chain broke whilst being MOT'd yesterday. It also rotted out. So it's up for breaking or selling it complete."
Oh, that's sad.
That's really
I
sad.
should imagine parts are out there quite plentiful. They have a horrible habit of blowing head gaskets. So I imagine it wouldn't be too hard to find another engine, as long as it hasn't been too cooked.
Any plans for Myrtle the Matiz? Yeah, we really want to get to Myrtle. I mean, Chevy's in good shape now.
It's nice to have one car that's in good shape.
Chevy's in good shape.
Yeah.
Who else is in good shape? Bella runs. She is lumpy though. So Myrtle is just waiting, really. Bless her little cotton socks.
Yeah.
We don't think she's the car for little Miss HubNut to learn to drive in.
No, because her airbags don't work.
Yeah, but also she's not. Whereas Shemi is very happy to run in a low gear, and you can push
even
her.
More so now.
Yeah. She's good as gold. Myrtle is not that forgiving.
No.
So, yes.
Isn't the Bongo a Ford Fiesta engine? No, it's a Mazda Bongo. It's 2.5 litre, I think, turbo diesel.
Aha! I see you, mopeder. They got a secret.
Yeah. Oh, my ass is dragging.
They made a purchase.
Yes. What do you think of rebuilding the 2CV with a bigger bore 652 kit? That's kind of what we did in a very recent video. I haven't had the best of luck with that 652 kit, because the first engine I put on, it stripped a head stud, which never happened. Don't know why that happened. And then the second engine, which was built in a hurry to get to Croatia and back, it did get to Croatia and back, and then the crankshaft failed.
Mo, when are you doing your big reveal on the car?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. Sam Graham wants to come to the unit and tidy up. I'll never find anything. We do need to tidy up.
We do.
Desperately.
We've got to.
We want to get Betty undercover.
We've got to organise the stock first, and then Betty undercover is the next priority. Bless her, because she needs to be. She needs to come off the road for a little bit.
Alan Foster comments about Up and Down's recent video. Controversial. I don't really want to say more because it's kind of a spoiler, but go and check out Up and Down's video about Clement. It may not be the ending people were expecting, but fair play to him. We love Kitsch.
Can I say that is a fantastic video, though? Even though the subject matter some people will find challenging, I think it is a fantastic video. The thumbnail is a work of art. Like the thumbnail for that video is a work of art, and it's very, very thoughtfully done. If you've not subscribed to Kitsch and Up and Down vids, please do, because as well as that, he's got his saxo video, which is also beautiful. Not his saxo. Hashtag not his saxo. It's his wife's saxo. She's known the saxo longer than she's known him. Yeah, cute.
Too many questions to try and keep up with, but Bo Sexton, love the name. So TR7 is about to become, that's just scrolled up. Thank you. That's really helpful, YouTube. To become sought after all over again. Do you have an opinion about them? I love TR7s. In stock form, they are not very sporty at all. I can see why people were up in arms about the 7 replacing the 6. but with a few tweaks. And I don't mean a V8 engine, that does make them a lot of fun, but you can tweak up the standard 4-cylinder engine and have a lot of fun in a TR7. Very comfortable cars, very usable cars, makes them a perfect starter classic. I think they're quite well supported for spares. So yeah, go on everyone, buy a TR7 and send me videos of the wipers.
Rich says, lottery win, first automotive purchase.
Lottery win. If it was a big one, Citroen SM.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No.
I'll just drive down to Clee Kitchens and go, hi.
Be like, will this beat your other?
Yeah. Can I pop this on the dyno? Yeah. And it'd have to be a manual.
I would buy a Daihatsu Midget.
Oh, more people from the Netherlands. Hello.
I mean, that's not exactly ambitious for a lottery win, is it?
No, we are quite desperate to own a midget.
Yeah, we are. We are.
And there's one for sale in the northeast of England.
Oh,
there's a little van. It's that candy pink one.
Oh, what?
It's absolutely adorable, but we don't have £7,000.
No, we don't.
As kind as people are, that's a bit much, really.
Griff Lane says, do we know anyone with an SM? No, I don't think we do.
No.
I think we do.
Yeah, it rings a bell somehow. I'm not sure why.
So, Sid3300, midget after Pajero. Midget is my long-term plan. So, I'm currently saving for a big family holiday because that's going to be our last one before they fly the nest.
Yeah, the hublets are growing up. Terrifying.
And then the next little pot of money is going to be for my Daihatsu Midget. The other thing I would look to purchase if I had some cash would be a K-truck, because I noticed that America is suddenly very, very interested in K-trucks.
Yeah, they're buying all the K-trucks. Can you believe it? Americans buying K-trucks? It's ridiculous.
They must look so tiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I'd have to get a K-truck before they got crazy, crazy expensive as well.
So many.
Don't get too invested in my new purchase. I am invested.
Yeah.
So have you got it already? I'm having to look at the laptop. Oh God, I realise how dodgy that looks. They can't see the laptop. It looks like
kind of, there it is.
It looks like I'm looking at your lap.
Yes. Moving swiftly on.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Thomas
another
Walsdale.
C5.
No,
yes.
this is Thomas. Am I right in saying this is a special C5 that I've already met at the inaugural Women Drivers Social Club meet, and you do lots of charity runs and travel all over the place in this C5. It's a special one.
By the way, I love some of the cars people are suggesting they would buy if they won the lottery. A Simca 1300 GLS. Nice. Or was that your first car? Maybe that's not your lottery, but still, keep it reasonable. That's a good idea.
Oh, we've got the good people at Whiteland Restorations in the chat. They've been here the whole time, but they are coming to Rustival.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so is Mr. Kitch.
Yes, the rivalry.
Yeah. And a few more. You'll find out if you watch our next video, which is going to be the Daihatsu oil and oil filter change. Woo! I didn't touch it, so it went well. Yeah, if you watch that, we reveal a few more attendees. There's one we forgot in that video. I'm very embarrassed about it.
Auto Shenanigans.
Auto Shenanigans is coming to Rustival. We've kind of been getting stuff agreed this week, so it's been a bit frantic.
I also see some.
Sorry, John.
I also saw somebody mention that Pete is coming. Pete and his bus is coming.
Oh yeah.
But he's not coming in his bus. But Pete has an awesome collection of vehicles generally.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be too sad.
He was talking about bringing the MG midget.
Oh, was he?
Which, I mean, Pete is not a short gentleman.
No.
I mean, the sight of him getting out of an MG midget would be hilarious.
Just unfold.
Worth the price of admission alone.
Unfold.
Oh, Macho Rancho, good choice.
Yeah, that is a good choice.
Is he bringing his Skyline? I don't believe we got a Skyline coming, unfortunately. Ooh. I think it's going to be a more classic orientated Pete and his bus. Pete and his classics.
Oh, Lightbulb Fun was just buy all the Inva cars. I'm like that with the Daihatsus. Just buy all the Daihatsus.
All the Daihatsus.
Mighty Cat Mods. Good evening, did we mismatch? Lots of first cars. Lots of lottery win cars.
They're talking about Rustival.
Lots of talking about Rustival.
Yeah.
Mr. Monkey says, any clue what secret motorways John will be travelling on to get there?
Who knows?
I wonder if we do a video.
Yeah, maybe it'll be filmed. He can't fly his drone at the British Motor Museum, though, because there's a top secret test track next door. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Now everybody's going to be peeping over the fence.
Yeah.
Adrian M, we're getting banned.
Yeah.
Adrian M says that he would buy all of Betty's relatives.
Oh,
Excellent.
the council down in Westwood Ho have K-trucks.
What?
Okay, we'll look out for those.
I've not seen them when we've down there.
Oh, someone to buy a Renault 17. Good choice.
Something about a C5.
Dab Driver, did you also get a power tube in the 2CV? No. Very, very mixed thoughts on power tubes.
Did you get Bella to talk to Lexia?
Not my Lexia. Talked to James's Lexia briefly. But we didn't
She's
really,
very particular.
we didn't really know what
She's
we were
very
looking
particular,
at. So we didn't find anything that signified an issue. Camping and Caravan show is next week, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we may struggle a bit. We're a bit all over the place.
We are a bit all over the place because we're actually doing a site visit next week to a certain Rustival, which is in the vicinity of the Motorhome and Caravan show, but we'd be hard pressed to do 2 in a day. So we might not be going.
Carl's Diecast and Fun Stuff. Talking of TRs, 7s, have you seen the 1977 Triumph Lynx coupe prototype? I drove it. They had a VIP day at Gaydon. I did not record enough videos. There is one video on this channel many years ago of Huey, the Series 1 Land Rover. I didn't have enough time to set cameras up in any of the other cars, but I drove the Triumph Lynx and I thought it was awesome. Unfortunately, it's got a backside like a baboon, which is probably why they decided not to put it into production. But yeah, one of those mighty could have beens. It was a lovely car to drive.
I'm loving these lottery choices. We've got DAFs, we've got Cortinas, we've got all kinds of stuff. Somebody was asking if you would allow me to drive. Oh, it's not touchscreen.
Light bulb fun asking about power tubes. Nothing to do with light bulbs. You may be mildly obsessed with light bulbs, hence the name. But the power tube, it's like a Citroen Diane or an Ami, where the engine cooling fan blows air into a tube into the airbox of your A-series engine in your Citroen to generate not very much power. I think the difference in the power is more to do with the fact jetting is different and higher compression on the Ami and Diane. It's hardly a supercharger. It's not compressing the air. It's just blowing air gently into the engine.
Leanne, we might have some very bad news about the cut in half MGB GT. I think it's moved on to another museum, hasn't it?
No. It went to France briefly.
Oh, it's come back.
It went to Retromobile.
Whew. I saw it on the move. I was like, oh no.
So if you see the split in half MGB at the British Motor Museum, it's been on holiday, along with several other MGs.
All things, Alex, I have seen your message, by the way. I just haven't had a moment to reply. It's been quite
crazy.
a week this week.
It really has. Where are we?
Anyone got a link for Up and Down?
Sunbeam Rapier Fastback. Good choice. Lovely cars.
Matthew C4 asking, anyone got a link for Up and Down channel, please? If you search for him, you should find him.
Hold on, I'm sure I can do this.
This is a bit where Leanne's like, no, we don't watch that channel.
I bet everyone else is doing this at the same time, and I'm just going to take forever to do it.
Well, why? I'm just going to keep an eye on the screen. Have you ever driven a Honda Beat? Maybe rescuing one soon. That's so cool. That is so cool, Kieran. Have you ever driven a Honda Beat? No,
haven't driven a Beat.
Excellent.
Very, very disappointing. Here he is.
Peugeot 505. Cool. Lotto win cars. We've got more Lotto win cars.
There's the Up and Down
Ranch
channel link.
Speaking of minis earlier. Oh, nope. Oh, crikey. Okay, so there's a mini display in Oxford in Templars Square.
Yeah, I think they do a lot of car stuff there. I think Tanya, the Maestro Montego Owners Club, often organises things there. So, you can go shopping in Oxford and see cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lottery car, Lotus Carlton. That would also be mini HubNuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very much.
I don't know if he's still floating around in the chat or if he's disappeared. Hang on. My modern at the minute after the Camber went on the trusty Picasso is a Hyundai Amica. Ooh, I like those. Oh, good evening, Jerry. Just joining us.
Yeah.
Will the MG prototypes be on show at the Museum for Rustival?
I can't say, but we're going there next week, so we'll have a word.
Yeah, we'll know a bit more next week. We are doing something with the Jaguar Daimler Heritage
Trust. Yeah.
Yes, so close.
So we're hoping they're going to get a few cars out. But
yeah.
We'll see. Have a chat next week, hopefully. I wonder if there's going to be a Citroen Pluriel. I'm pretty sure there is.
I think there's a Pluriel.
Yeah. Renault 14, just because they're not entirely extinct in the UK. We met one at Festival of the Unexceptional last year, was it?
Yes, we did. It was a work in progress, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, you need to contact
I
the
need to
owner.
contact him because
You need to
we
contact
did
the
talk
owner.
about doing a video. But
Yes, yes.
yeah, everything filming road test wise kind of grinds to a halt over the winter because it's just awful. We got some very interesting vehicles already lined up. They were just waiting for decent weather.
A Suzuki Mighty Boy.
Yeah, that's a pickup based on the Alto, or is it just on the Suzuki K? I saw one in Parramatta, Australia. Oh, thank you, Nigel.
Thank you very, very much. That's
very, very good of you.
Is that a little doggy pic?
I'm not entirely sure what that is. That's a very strange thing. But it's their first super chat on a live stream. So thank you, Nigel, for choosing us for that.
Yeah, very kind.
Yeah.
Would Miss HubNut like to drive Myrtle? I have actually had a little Potter in Myrtle.
Yeah.
This is why I know she's a little bit more challenging than Shemi. Shemi's just so forgiving.
Steve, his lotto win would be a first-gen Mazda Demio.
Cool, I like that.
Did you used to play Gran Turismo by any chance?
Toyota Starlet hatchback.
Cizetta Moroder, named after Giorgio Moroder.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he had some involvement with that. Mid-mounted V16. Because obviously.
Sid says, if I won the lottery, I'd buy a 406 Coupe and a Vauxhall Calibra. Don't need to drive them, just look at them.
Yeah.
We
very, very pretty cars.
Just looking at things.
Bring back pretty coupes based on normal production cars.
JWFM is heading off. So, bye-bye. SD1 Vitesse and Renault 12.
Tony, are we going to Brooklands again? Probably not, because we had a lovely time there.
We did.
It was one of our favourite meets, but
we can only get 100 cars in there, couldn't we?
And
it was a lovely
and also people had to pay quite a lot more money and then weren't going into the museum anyway. So we just thought this doesn't quite work for us. But amazing place, well worth a visit, Brooklands.
We, on the subject of socials, obviously HubNut, the Rustival is priority number 1 at the moment. We have got a HubNut social lined up.
Yeah, more on that probably after Rustival.
Yeah, but please let us get Rustival out of the way first.
Oh, David, thank you very much.
So
let's see who's going to be a channel member now.
10 memberships.
It'll ping through. It chooses automatically. It's not us. Steve Wilkinson, David Field, Finley.
Retro Matt says, "Can we display the Enterprise hire van we're bringing, please?" Matt, all wheels are welcome. All of them.
Oh, excellent. Sid 3300 got gifted a membership as well. Grumpy Talk. Nice. Mr. Mocky and Nick H. And Cole's Diecast and Fun Stuff.
Lovely.
So there you go.
You've all been gifted memberships.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I did see Simone asking how you gift memberships, and we need to clarify that. I thought I had it.
No. We got this. You can, if you click one of the gifted membership icons up at the top, like that one there with the presents. If you click it, you can then go to buy gift memberships. So there we go.
Okay.
And channel members get the use of emojis. If anyone would like to demonstrate the emojis that are available.
Emojis today.
If you're now a channel member, if you press colon, it should then ping up all the different HubNut emojis.
Do you want to know something ironic? I can't do the emojis.
No, nor can I half the time. It doesn't work. There we go. David Fields just demonstrated the emojis. And you get a weekly update video of 2 minutes length that we record every single week. Oh, look at that. Lovely emojis.
3,300. Are there any Daihatsu Grand moves coming to Rustival? I can't make it. Also, mine is a little ratty.
We don't care about ratty.
We don't care about ratty.
Condition is unimportant.
Bring the Daihatsus.
The type of car is unimportant. Bring yourself and your car, whatever it is.
There was, it was a Grand Move, or was it a Move that was in the auction site?
Move.
There was a Move on an auction site. It was missing.
One Man Up has just become a basic HubNut.
Oh, welcome.
Of course, you can buy one for yourself.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a Move in an auction site. I think the auction's actually ended now. And it was missing the rear window. So the temptation was big.
Yeah.
The temptation was
very big. And it was down near Kitch, so we could have just gone Kitch.
We have threatened Kitch with this actually on a couple of occasions. Bless him.
This is a bit unfair. He probably doesn't know any of this because I don't believe he's in the chat.
No, but remember we did threaten him with what was it? It was a microcar, wasn't it? Oh no, what's it called?
Yeah, an Izam.
Izam, yes. And what was the other one that we threatened him with? Oh, a Sanyong Rodius. He wasn't thrilled with either of these. It was not.
Griff Lane will be bringing you his Mondeo ST220.
Very cool.
To Rustival. Nice.
Very cool.
I think I had a hand in him buying that. He asked on Twitter weird car Twitter, what should I buy? And I think we ended up basically suggesting one of those. So there we go.
Oh, Mark, that's lovely to hear. We visited a couple of places on our Welsh road trip based purely on the Miss HubNut travel guides. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed them.
Philip Tidmarsh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
Oh,
Let's see who's in this
Philip
time.
has just gifted 10 memberships. So you get a weekly video, you get use of the emojis, and you get...
Hooked on Classics. Yeah.
Simone!
Robin Giles, I wonder if there are any Daihatsu Dominoes left in the UK.
We know
of
where
one.
there's one.
Yeah, I think there were a few actually. I did know of another one, but a friend owned, but that got sold on. We know of one which is being gently modified with Daihatsu bits, but by someone who is very, very busy.
There's a couple of Tantos on Twitter, and I know one of them can't make it, but hopefully the owner is very keen. It's live to drive, isn't it? And they're showing their resto process on it. They're very keen for Shemi and Keiko to meet.
Yeah.
And we're very keen.
Paige, just the generosity is overflowing from this mega nutter.
Goodness.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we got many
got?
people. Emma Jacobs has been a long time supporter. Well, all these people are. I think YouTube picks people who engage a lot with the channel. So, wow. Lord Bungle. Oh, we know Lord Bungle very well. Yes.
Bringing their camper to
the Indecisive has been shouting at the cat. Shouting for the cat, not at the cat. Yeah, cats do that. Yeah. Wow.
Whiteland didn't get a gifted membership. It's Kitch controlling.
Yeah, I think Kitch probably sabotaged it. Yeah.
Now, I can't give away too much, but hopefully we'll be playing on that rivalry on the day.
Did you order the Pugil sticks?
Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Moving swiftly on. Yeah, everyone's saying thank you for their gifted memberships. Thank you. Yeah. We have no say in who gets picked, like we say.
Really, 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 really kind. Yeah. I think it's a lovely thing to do because that means these folks get a little extra content and everything.
And if you are now a member, you can go back. There is a membership tab and you can watch the old videos. And it's quite interesting to see what we've put out there. Mr. Planet Man, thank you very much.
Oh, that's really nice.
Canadian
Always
dollars.
A good day when I get home from work and a HubNut video is waiting for me. Thanks.
Thank you. Canada is a place I would very much love to visit.
Whiteland Restoration says we have the gift of seeing the HubNuts tinkering in person. Is that loaded, is that a gift?
Yeah. Colonel Scramble. So we questioned about you. Do you ever experience burnout on all of the things you do? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
We had a little burnout this week, didn't we?
Yeah. Thursday was just a day where it was just like, we can't do anything today.
Yeah, I've not been very well, and hopefully it's on the mend now, thank goodness. But
and of course, on the New Zealand trip, I completely worked myself into a state on that.
Yes,
so,
but now you're here and I can make you stop.
Yes. Yeah.
How do you combat it? You just have to stop. You just have to stop and take a little moment for yourself.
Yeah, I do try to put videos out every other day, but sometimes you just have to say to yourself, I can't do it.
Oh, blimey. Fezza has gifted 10 memberships. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you.
Sid 3300, are you going to test drive Cecily after all the changes?
I mean, it would be lovely to see Cecily again at Rustival.
We're very excited.
I doubt we'll get time to drive Cecily. It's going to be a manic day because, of course, we're not just appearing at the show, we are making the show. So we've got lots of lovely people helping us on the day, but it's going to be full on hectic. And we've got to try and get a video report out as well. So
I was right. Right family are a camper. As a Talbot Express, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you camping? Gosh, that was very well said, Talbot.
Yeah.
Are you camping in the lead up to Rustival? Will there be food? Also, although won't matter, is in the camper. The museum are actually really, really good. Their website's really comprehensive on the facilities that they've got.
We're not camping there, but we are.
We are camping, but we are not camping there. And yes, there is food. And if you've got any allergies or dietary requirements or anything, they've got all the information on their website. Also, if you have any accessibility issues, they are ready for just about everything. I think they hire out all kinds of accessibility materials. And also, if you have sensory issues, I think they even give you headphones.
Yeah.
So I think it's fantastic what they do. So if you've got any concerns about anything like that, do pop over to the museum's website.
Yeah.
And have a look.
And if you've fairly recently joined this live chat, you wonder what we're talking about. We're talking about Rustival.
Yes.
Probably scroll back to the start later on, and you'll be able to see what we're talking about there. There's a link to Rustival in the description below.
Will Bob be there? No, Bob will be on a campsite nearby because we will be camping in Bob.
Yeah. And we won't have time in the morning to pack Bob up, bring Bob to the meet, put Bob up to show everyone, and then put down and take away. No, that's not happening.
I would be absolutely shattered.
Yeah. Oh, Schlucky really enjoyed the pipe organ video. Oh, excellent. Thank you. That's over on HubNut, where I went to Birmingham Symphony Hall and got to play the pipe organ. And more importantly, film, it was another Colin.
Yes, Colin.
Yeah, another Colin. It's the year of Collins. And he played it rather better. And his enthusiasm showing us around the organ, behind the scenes at Symphony Hall. We had an amazing day. So do go and check out that video on HubNotes.
Moss Chops 2002 says, hasn't been many tickles of that like button. So if you get a moment, just go and give that like button.
No, there's 397 of you here, but only
just
163
a little
likes.
Caress, a little cutch, as we would say in these parts. Just go and give it a little cut.
So yeah, there we go. Ping, 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 ping.
Yay.
There we go. Lovely. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, Simon says that was a great video. Would love a go at that organ myself. It was incredible. It's
watching on TV, you can still like it on the telly. I think I liked something the other day on our telly.
Yeah.
I still don't really know what I'm doing. But sometimes I've managed to make my videos
looking forward
appear
to
on
meeting
telly.
Folks, but I think I'll be nervous on the day. I think you're not the only
Everyone
one in
will
that
be,
boat.
us included, so don't worry.
Yeah. But as I say, pink hair, yellow gazebo. If you need a friendly face.
People are talking about the very large organ. But I want to get my hands on a larger one.
Those pipes were so big you couldn't even get your hands around them.
Only 6,000 pipes.
Yeah. Some of them really girthy.
Yeah. Some very big indeed. Someone's saying, won't have time to pack up, Bob. I thought you could get it up in 60 seconds. I can get it up in 60 seconds. Deflation takes a little more time and can't be rushed.
Grumpy Talk says, my daughter's really looking forward to meeting Miss HubNut again.
Excellent.
Oh, I look forward to seeing you guys. Was that in, what's it called? The Classic Motor Hub that we met? Yes.
Hub Pipes channel. I'd love to. Yeah.
Somebody says, hoping the weather is moped friendly. Are you coming on a moped? That's cool.
Yeah. We're hoping. We're really hoping the weather's going to be nice because we booked an outdoor event in March. What were we thinking? What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, look, it's going to be fine. We can all handle the rain.
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Alan Foster asking if I could do a collab with Anna Lapwood. Oh, she's way too big for me. I have actually asked. But Classic FM beat me to it because I wanted to do a look around at the Royal Albert Hall pipe organ with Anna. But Classic FM beat me to it. Can you believe it?
I think I'm going to Royal Albert Hall this year.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to see Michael Bolton and Bonnie Tyler.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm really excited.
There's a pipe organ there.
Because Michael Bolton is a beautiful man.
But yeah, Anna Lapwood, amazing. She's all over social media, bringing pipe organs into people's lives. So her efforts are to be applauded.
Oh, and just another thing about Friendship Corner, because it's my little pigeon. We are having stickers. So often you'll find people have got an avatar, it hasn't got their face on it. So you can have been having a conversation with somebody, and unless they say who they are, you don't know who they are. So we're going to have stickers and Sharpies, so you can write your name and your social media tags as well. So we know who everybody is, which is lovely. That's gonna be it's a small detail, but I think it's gonna be really helpful.
Yep. Someone's bringing their Lexia. Oh, well, that could be fitting because Bella will be there. So Simon, that could definitely be appreciated. Especially she's got the spanner icon at the moment. I don't know why. It's not because she's due a service. It's probably because some idiot unplugged one of the injectors while she was running.
Is that
She didn't like that. Really didn't like that. I thought I'd broken her.
What, Bella?
Yeah.
When did you do this?
It was a while ago now. So she has recovered, thankfully. But yes, don't do that. I was very lucky. If you do that on, I think, the 1.6 HDI, you can actually completely stuff your injectors up. Oops.
So we've had a runaway with Bella.
Yeah.
And you've done that. Mm-hmm. And we wonder why she's sick.
Yeah. Maybe I should just stop tinkering. No, that's what the channel's about.
No, we can't stop tinkering.
Yeah.
How did the name Rustival come to be? We were playing with all kinds of
we're
names,
kind of brainstorming, weren't we? I think it came from Mr. Furious.
I think it was Matt Furious.
One of our co-event arrangers. Jamie Lane met us at Photo last year. The guy with the PT Cruiser. Did I
And
boo?
Sherrod.
Did I boo? Sorry.
Looking forward to Rustival. Don't worry, no PT Cruiser as it's been replaced with a Jaguar. That's an interesting swap.
That is an interesting jump, yeah.
Oh, we look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah.
What are you bringing?
Yeah, let us know.
Saw the word Daihatsu there.
There's a Daihatsu Junior
Oh.
for sale near me. A Daihatsu Junior. Okay, intrigued. All the best for Rustival. Thank you. Matt Phillips loves the channel, really down to earth. Yeah, we don't get too grandiose here.
No.
Love the fact we can actually interact live. Well, yeah, YouTube stars. But yeah, we do like to keep it real. It's kind of what it's all about. I always make my videos as if I'm presenting to my friends. So yeah, I think that's kind of reflected in the replies we get back from people.
Yeah, yeah. Andy H says, I'm very shy of social situations. Do my tour to push myself out of my comfort zone. Only doing it because you guys, Steph and Matt, seem like good people.
Well, thank you.
We are good people, I'd like to think.
But it isn't just us. We're very much hoping this has the same sort of vibe as our HubNut socials. And our HubNut socials, despite being so named, are not about us, really. People come, people make new friends, they meet people, they have a lovely time, kind of regardless of us being there. So
I think
that's what I love about our meet.
Andy, are you over on the Friendship Corner on Facebook? If not, pop in there because there's lots of lovely friendly faces.
Try and find that. Where is it?
Oh, he's doing his searching again.
Yeah.
Pop onto the Friendship Corner because you could probably get yourself into a little convoy if you wanted to. And as I say, again, I'm going to be in my yellow... bring in the charade. Oh my God, it's pink.
Yeah, important link about to be dropped into the chat.
Anyway, I've sidetracked myself because I saw a
Friendship Corner.
Friendship Corner. Yeah, join Friendship Corner because there's going to be lots of friendly faces and it seems like we've got lots of people in the same boat. So yeah, come and see me if you want to. You don't have to, you're not obliged. Now, where did I see Daihatsu and pink?
Oh, we've got to scroll back up.
Yeah, I definitely saw that.
Are you sure?
I did see Daihatsu in pink, didn't I?
Oh, it says Daihatsu Junior. I think it's a Mitsubishi Pajero Junior. 750 quid head gasket has gone.
Ah, is that the one we've looked at?
Maybe.
Maybe
that's the one that we should just put the engine from ours in. Job's a good one.
I am questioning myself now.
Yeah, I think you've gone mad.
Did I see Daihatsu in pink?
Well, I mean, there's matte pink.
I think I've lost.
I can't see anything about Daihatsu in pink.
I did see something about Mondeos. Now, if we want to talk about a car that's well represented at Rustival, then the Mondeo, they seem to be multiplying, which is cool because they were the street furniture that's disappeared.
Yeah.
Pink Daihatsu was mentioned.
Okay, we can't find it. This chat is just scrolling.
Was mentioned and is coming to Rustival. Am I getting too excitable about that?
Oh, Matt Pink hasn't mentioned
Matt hasn't mentioned any Daihatsus. Now, it's Matt's Daihatsu that Foxhound's Folly's got, isn't it? It's the Sirion.
Yes.
Yes.
Schlucky's not up for the 14-hour flight. I can understand that. I did a 14-hour flight on the way back from Melbourne. And we're gonna
take it international in the future.
Yeah.
Drones are still forthcoming. If there have been some strikes and whatnot within the driving examiners, and it happened. Mine was booked at that time, so I didn't have to reschedule, but the chances were you were obliged to go there on the day
and find out if your test
if your test was cancelled or not. But you had to be there, otherwise you would be charged and be put down as a no-show. And I thought that's not on, so I changed it.
How many people have signed up for Rustival so far? We were over 606 on our last update, and that was a couple of days ago. That's 606
Jamie
cars.
Lane says, bring in the pink charade, not the S-Type. By pink, are we talking the lilac-y, light pink? Or are we talking candy? Oh my God, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Daihatsu is really well represented, actually.
Edward Newton, would you put Shemi in Bangor racing? That'd be a lunatic thing to do. It's like a wet paper.
Yeah, you wouldn't do well. You would not do well. Thank you very much, One Man Up. Oh, I want to pass.
Yeah.
Desperately.
Hopefully there's some tickets left by the 29th. I think there should be.
Yes, I would think so. Where I forget where we are now, the 10th.
Oh, okay. We may get a bit tight on exhibitor spaces then.
But worst case scenario, Random Plaza full, Mayfair is filling up quickly, but there will still be general parking, and you will still have all the fun in the event, but you just be parked slightly outside of the compound, as we're calling it at the moment.
But yeah, well, fingers crossed. We are filling up very, very quickly on the
Steve's
parking.
Retro Loft says, daughter's driving test is in May, booked in December. The joys of living in Brumtown. It's not much better in a rural area, to be honest. When I failed my test, I looked to rebook for Aberystwyth, and it was looking like June.
Hopeless.
So,
yeah.
But I've been on the system and looking for cancellations, because that's how you look for cancellations now. I found one. So, what do we got? If you had to put a car into Bagger Racing.
Oh, if I was forced to, it'd have to be Betty, because I think she'd shrug everything off. We hit a pheasant in Betty the other week. It was on the way to the organ thing, wasn't it? No. We did that in Chemmy. Must have been another reason we were hurtling along that way. And yeah, this pheasant jumped out. We were doing 50 miles an hour. There was an almighty bang, and this pheasant just went ping straight over the roof. Got up and walked away, and Betty also had no damage, and I still don't understand how that is physically possible. Maybe it's because her front is so curvy.
Did you mention the pheasant was also fine?
Yeah, it just got up and walked off. I was like, how? How is that even possible?
Oh, Stuart says he's got a pink Vauxhall Crest. Very cool.
Ooh.
Very cool.
Yeah, like those.
Took Bagger Racing would be
I
interesting.
sometimes wonder if too many of them are pink. It's a very popular colour for the old PA Crest.
Edward Newton, what's Catan? Catan is a board game. It's about building empires and whatnot. And Mini HubNut
trashes us every time.
No, he doesn't. It's the first time he won Catan.
Okay.
He wins at Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
Because he gets that one across the top. We love board games.
Yeah. Hooked on Classic, what do you prefer, column shift or floor shift? I quite like a dashboard shift myself. A column shift is good if it's a good column shift. There are some very bad ones. Saab 96, very, very pleasant column shift. My old Austin Westminster, not quite so nice.
Stephen F. Paul, all charade bagger race, I would cry. I would absolutely cry.
Yeah.
Do you use dash cams? I need to put my dash cam in.
Yeah, we never do, is there?
I really need to put my dash cam in.
Yeah.
But also not just because of scary drivers, but just because sometimes we miss things.
Spots. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, look at that.
We miss random things.
Yeah, we kind of need 8 dash cams is the problem, because it's a pain in having to swap them between vehicles all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why that never happens.
Question is, what's stronger, Betty or a Volvo S80?
Ooh. I reckon Betty. She's hard as nails.
She's hefty. Crikey. Bondi says, I'm staying overnight in my Talbot Express camper van to join you at Rustival. Are you taking Bob?
Yes, but
Bob will be at a campsite
not
nearby.
to the museum. Yeah.
There's a naked for sale.
Oh, I love Daihatsu nakeds. I don't know if Fergus is still with us. He did own a naked for a while, but I wasn't able to get over there and drive it before he got rid of it.
Crikey. Had a bump before Christmas. The Sandero pulled out of a queue and didn't see me. I hit the turn front wheel at about 20 miles an hour and ripped the front axle out. My R53 Mini needed an £8 piece of trim.
Yeah, I've had a few near misses, and you do think, yeah, it'd be nice to have some documentation of this. Especially there's lots of single track roads around here, and generally if you have a crash on them, the insurance just says knock for knock, because it's just one person's word against the others as to who was at fault.
If you can hear snory noises, that's Diego, by the way.
Yeah.
Edward, you're learning to drive. Cool. Any tips on learning to drive? So I would definitely start working on your theory as soon as possible, because it really helps with your hazard perception when you're driving along. And also, I forget what the website's called. It's Safe Driving for Life or something. Has the quizzes. And if you're preparing for your theory, I would just go on there and just do those quizzes over and over and over again and read through the website. It's about the best resource there is. Also on YouTube, DGN Driving School, isn't he? Pin. Yeah. His videos are fantastic. There are lots of driving instructors out there, but Pins are exceptional. He talks you through all the maneuvers and all that stuff. So yeah, there's lots of really good resources out there, and good luck, Edward. Exciting times for you with a puppy as
talking
well.
of dash cams, I was watching one on. I'm afraid I was watching TikTok. I do apologise, people, but there was a video the other day where someone had submitted it as evidence that someone tried taking them out of the merge point, and the insurance companies went, "Well, actually, this was entirely your fault, but thank you for sending us the proof that it was your fault." So there is some dash cam people can be a bit militant and sort of go, "Oh, look how wrong they were."
Do you know what else
they
is
are in the wrong.
going on TikTok, or at least people are claiming is going on TikTok? There's lots of people filming themselves driving in an irresponsible fashion, and their insurers are seeing it and cancelling their insurance.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, anyone who puts a video over them driving like an idiot is kind of asking for trouble. Why would you do that? Yes.
Then you can't drive because you've got no insurance.
Yeah, I mean, that is the thing, but you put a dash cam in your car, it could be you that is incriminating, so you do have to be a bit careful. I mean, obviously, you shouldn't be driving like an idiot, but we all
Are
make
there
mistakes.
many American cars booked in?
Yeah, I
the
thought we have got some American stuff. American stuff, pre-war, all sorts.
Yeah, yeah. I saw somebody say that their 107 had a run-in with a school bus. I hope you guys are okay.
Yeesh.
Crikey. Oh, David Flame. Bob, thinking ahead, what will you replace it with?
Oh.
Silence.
we can't even think about replacing Bob. We love Bob.
Yeah. I think we'd stick with folding campers. I think when the children have flown the nest and whatnot, we'd probably look for a small Swift van. We want one that's got the bed to the rear and the seating area to the front, so that you don't have to do the bed area, seating area swap over every single day. That's what we'd probably do. We'd probably still have Bob somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, look, Lord Bungle's here, who very recently became a channel member. Someone gifted you a membership, Lord Bungle.
Yeah.
So do enjoy.
Greetings from Holland. Hello, Holland.
Yeah, we've got quite a few in from the Netherlands today. Good to see.
Indecisive says he uses his dash cam for geeky time lapses and feels naked without one. They're not geeky, they're cool.
Yeah.
I see Carly in a classic camper van. That would be very, very cool.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. But we would like to become digital nomads in the future.
Which kind of brings us on to what Simone's saying, Hooked on Classics. Where do you see HubNut in 20 years? I mean, it's hard to imagine. When I started, I couldn't imagine that 10 years later I'll be doing this. Or over 10 years.
Pete Vinny says he's coming in an American motor.
Yeah, touring. We watch a few, well, you especially watch a few travel YouTubers.
Yeah, I do.
And yeah, we want to do more of that because, I really enjoyed all the touring I did with Ellie, the New Zealand, Australia stuff. We want to do more stuff. So as we said earlier and gave a bit of a hint, we are hoping to have a bit of an adventure this year.
Yeah. And also, my parents have got a house in Spain, not far from Gibraltar. And I just feel like that climate would be so much better for our health. So we might sort of base ourselves in Spain and then go from there. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a few years in the future because your children may be watching this going, what? Yeah,
We're not
immediately.
kicking you out, guys.
We'll go and have an adventure this year, but yeah, longer terms, David Brown's asking about outtakes. Most of my outtakes end up in the video. They are the content.
Oh, no, they don't.
No?
Oh, no, they don't.
Oh.
Things like when you get a little bit annoyed.
No, that usually goes in.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And some of our daftness as well.
Yeah.
I saw... Alan Mollison said, great to see me doing tinkering. I love it. I love tinkering.
Yeah, I think you're better at it than me.
I really enjoy tinkering.
I'm not doing any more tinkering. Channel will improve.
I'm going to do...
Someone's asking about the woman to the right of me. I wonder if it's this woman.
Kylie.
Good old Kylie. Yeah, charity shop. Sadly, the free poster is not there anymore.
The reason I bought this is because that was the first
Kershaw.
album I ever bought. So I bought it again. And then we've got Nick Kershaw as well.
You haven't even got a record player.
No.
Your daughter has the record player.
My daughter has a record player.
Yeah. And your son has a typewriter.
HubNut After
Weirdest
Dark with all
Christmas
the
presents
swearing.
ever. We love them for their difference.
Would you ever go over and see Robert from Aging Wheels and help him with his electric project on the bus?
Would love to.
Yeah. And I think Robert would love to come over here.
Yeah, Robert was talking about coming to the UK. We don't know if that'll happen. I need to speak to him and see how he's getting on with that. But he seems very busy over there. But I would harbour a dream to go and see Robert and also go and see the Lane Motor Museum, which he has visited many times.
Matt Phillips, I second the outtakes idea. Or are you so professional you don't make mistakes?
I'm very
We
professional.
make millions of mistakes. That we probably don't put them all in as well.
No, I think one of the problems is that the clips are spread out all over the place. So trying to find them to make an outtake video would be a massive effort. We've been going for an hour and a quarter.
Somebody says they got a Conway Classic trailer. How are you
Nice.
finding it? I love Bob. We love Bob.
Sid 3300. Yeah, if you emailed me 2 years ago, definitely do it again. Eventually, I'll get to the stage. It's just like I'm not going to get this done, and so many people's details changes, cars move on. So yeah, please do email me again.
Tempted to go back to using a typewriter. Can you still get the ink? Would you know we haven't actually looked at the resources for him yet?
We need to ask Mini HubNut.
Yeah, I hope so. Slightly random, but just on the subject of tinkering. So when I first started out Miss HubNutting full time, we looked to do Shemmy's brakes, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And that video has never been released. And the reason it's never been released is because we had some discussions, didn't we, dear?
Yeah.
And it didn't work. So we never released that video. And then the other day, there I was doing the Pajeros, brake calipers, putting them back on and whatnot, happy as Larry.
Yeah.
So I'm quite proud of that personal progression.
Yes, I mean, it was the blind leading the blind the first time we tried doing Chevy's brakes. Yeah, I found the brake discs the other day. They almost fell on my foot.
You will never see that video, but we will attempt that again.
Pete Binney, don't do Twitter, Facebook, etc. So I don't know any of you, but it would be good to meet you. It is hard if you're not on social media, but Rustival, come to a Rustival, you'll be able to meet us, although we will be very busy and it is a very big show. HubNut socials are another great way to meet us and other like-minded people.
Other folks.
Yeah, that's what I was just getting to. So, yeah, it isn't just about meeting us. There's lots of like-minded HubNutters out there.
Yeah.
And HubNutters generally are very, very lovely people.
Oh, hang on. Two things. One, right, family. I've got an Eldest Typhoon XL. You can have fully working, nothing wrong with it. Just a bit tired with age. If we had the space, we absolutely would. And Robin Giles says, my favourite album is Carole King Tapestry. That is such a big album in my life. It was my mum's album when she was in college.
My dad loves that album.
It was it was like Tapestry and then Carly Simon, hence Carly. But yeah, Tapestry, my mum listened to it when she went to uni, and then I took my copy when I went to uni and I listened to it. And then when you were away, I listened to the song, So Is This Sad? So Far Away, and just made myself feel sad because you were far away. And then Home Again, obviously.
Yes.
But yeah, Robin, that's an awesome album.
Steve's Retro Loft, I've been meaning to ask, is there a cut-off date for how new a HubNut car can be for HubNut? No, we've had brand new cars on here. And much older ones, and that kind of represents my likes. I like cars. I will say though, EVs are the comments are not as nice as they were when I first started driving EVs. The very first HubNut video, or it was actually Classic Hub back then, was a Nissan Leaf test. People are quite anti-EV these days, so that is a notable change since this channel began. Well, the comments are still the same, that hydrogen is better, there aren't enough charging points, and quite often it's hard to disagree. And people love saying how an EV doesn't work for them, but a V8 Range Rover doesn't work for most people, so you don't buy a V8 Range Rover.
Lots of people talking about vinyl, Tapestry, and what an awesome album that is. And Carly Simon being awesome as well.
Yeah. Oh, too many questions.
Lots and lots of questions.
It's been toasty in Toronto today. By toasty, I mean over 10 degrees. By the look of it.
I saw a question. We got some Carole King lyrics there.
Yeah. Given how the price of high-end second-hand cars are dropping, would a cheap Bentley or Rolls-Royce be classed as HubNut? Oh, we were discussing this the other day, weren't we? We were having a bit of a discussion on what was Twitter. About Porsche Cayennes, because you can get a Porsche Cayenne for like a few grand, and it's just like risky, but could be an experience. But I'm starting to think that's already too much of a cliche.
So just
there's quite a few other channels already done
In
that.
case you hadn't noticed, he will obsess about an idea. And there is a Porsche Cayenne, it's a burgundy one, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, yeah.
That floats
I never
around
thought I would
here.
say a Porsche Cayenne is gorgeous, but this one's a beautiful sort of burgundy metallic with cream interior, I think. And you just think, that looks really nice.
As anything goes wrong with that, we are in a hole for lots of money.
Oh, yeah, you get a puncture. It's like 200 quid a tyre at least.
So, yeah, this is it. This is his latest obsession.
Yeah.
I suspect it will happen at some point.
Maybe, who knows?
Where are we? Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the Wirral. How is the family and any more on the wedding plans? Family are all good. Mini HubNut's got exams coming up. Little Miss HubNut's also got exams coming up. We seem to be in a constant rotation of exams.
And her 17th birthday.
Oh, yes.
Which is terrifying us.
Mini HubNut is working with
How can she
Tim
be that
of
old?
Cambrian Classics. He's rebuilding carburetor, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just a bit of work experience.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
And we're fine. We're having a quiet week-ish.
Yeah.
I've just seen Battle of Hell by Meatloaf, especially Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Funny story, Andrew Tolley. If I get to a certain level of having drunk wine, I suddenly think that's a really good karaoke song.
We hide the wine.
It's an awesome song.
Yeah. Juppa, has HubNut ever been into motorcycles? Not at all. Just not my bag, really. I've ridden a few. Honda Monkey Bike, Cub 50 I've ridden, I think. Was it Cub 50 or a 90? Can't remember. I seem to remember we tried running it on vodka and it didn't go well.
Mad says, why do you love French cars so much?
There's just something about them, the style of them and the comfort. I like Japanese cars, but Japanese cars don't tend to be good for comfort. Shem's not too bad, actually.
He's really comfy.
Yeah. But there's just something about the way a French car rides. And it's not just Citroens, it's not just hydraulic Citroens. Renaults, Peugeots, up to a certain point, are just, so very, very comfortable. There's just a suspension that really works and doesn't come at the cost of handling.
However, they're often a pig to work on.
Yes. No car is perfect.
Have you ever driven a Peugeot 205 GTI? That's from Smo.
Yes, not on camera. The only one we've done on camera is a 1.7 diesel. But yes, I have driven a 205 GTI. Performance French Cars, I think was the magazine, had one as a project car, and I drove it when it was a 1.6 GTI. Hilarious. And then they put a 306 2-litre XSI engine into it, at which point it just became utterly ridiculous. Insane amount of fun. Unfortunately, it also fit a roll cage, which meant you couldn't open the windows.
Oh.
Without opening the door. Mildly impractical.
Ujima Flip says, HubNut stickers surviving on the outside of the car, totally UV resistant, which I could say the same for a certain motoring organisation whose stickers last about 6 months before they fade.
Well, thank you for the feedback.
That's good to know. Thank you very, very much.
We put stickers on our own cars just so we can quality check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Huggett says, been watching you for years, now still sad about Foxanne. Foxanne adventures continue. She's coming out of hibernation soon.
Foxanne's owner is in the chat.
Follies is where you will find Foxanne. She's
Yeah.
very much loved in her new home. So don't be sad for her. She's very happy.
Yeah.
She's probably happier than she was. She's definitely happier than she was here.
Oh, Jamesy boy, love the way my 99 Daimler rides. Yeah. The XJ series especially were just amazing for the ride and handling. Even my terrible Daimler XJ40 that I owned several years ago, some of you would have seen me having to rebuild calipers and fix a fuel leak before driving it home from Glasgow. When I got that on twisty roads, it was just joyous. It's just like, how is this possible?
Alex, very civilised. He's off for a glass of wine.
Oh, very nice.
Tinkering planned tomorrow. Exciting times. We'll see you at Rustival. Indecisive says, can confirm HubNut stickers withstand substantial car washes.
Yeah.
Now, yes, because Indecisive really washes cars. Like, they are beautiful. See yourself in the paintwork. Shiny. So... Sorry,
someone just asked a question about one of my old cars, and I'm going to go and reg check it.
I'm going to have to do this, folks. Sorry. Extreme close-up. If it wasn't a waste of money, would you ever get a personalised number plate? Like Ellie or Giselle? Now,
oh, that's a tricky one.
Yeah, I know who would get a personalised plate, and it's only because their name actually is a general issue number plate because my daughter's name is Cleo, which is double L-I-O. So LL10, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is a London
Yeah, I think
plate?
it is London.
London plate. She would have a personalised plate. Foxhound's Follies, there you are.
Yes, the person who's just asked
Which
if my
car?
Honda SMX is still on the road, apparently so. MOT expires October
There
this
you
year.
go.
So that's good to know.
Good news, good news.
Yeah, it was sold to someone who, well, he didn't really modify it, but he did a few tweaks to it and smartened her up a treat. So, yeah, I'm glad she's still out there somewhere. I've lost the video now. Where are we? There we are.
Driven the luxurious and well-equipped Citroen C3 exclusive.
No, I've never driven a C3.
Oh, have you not?
No. Maybe one of those cars I'm not overly keen on, so I can cause lots of upset here.
No, I think you should then.
Okay.
More so you should.
Right, and a
Anybody
Ford Fusion.
has one? Yes.
Yeah.
You have been offered one of those.
That's a European Fusion for our American friends,
Yes.
not an American Fusion.
Oh, and I had what is it? Is it the Wagon R?
Sid hits the nail on the head. He says the C3 looks slightly 2CV inspired. I think that's why I didn't like it. I was just like, you've already made a 2CV. The 2CV is a 2CV. Don't try and... It just felt like a particularly lame attempt to rub some heritage into a new design in a way that other cars managed so very much better. Plus, I had a colleague and once had to try and help him change a headlamp bulb.
Apparently Giselle is on a Volvo XC60.
Oh.
Interesting to know.
Yeah. Well, it couldn't be on Giselle, could it? It's too new a number plate.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, that's unfortunate.
Peter Burks has been over to Bryce Norton today, plane spotting.
Oh, nice.
A400M was the only one we saw take off. There's been C17s coming into
They used to fly over my house.
Manchester, haven't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Yeah,
United Arab, but not that we spend time watching aeroplane live streams at all.
We definitely do.
But, yeah. Yeah, we do.
Would you ever go for another Delicate as a family bus? I
They're
think
very, very thirsty is the main problem. The running costs are quite terrifying.
super cool. Super cool. I think I might have a Mark 1 Previa over a Delica. Yes.
There are valid Birmingham plates that start BJ69. We know this.
We know. There's actually one very local to us.
Yeah, we see it on occasion.
I actually saw a plate recently and it's a bit rude. It is SH12 BOX.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you can work that one out for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, but not if you're a child. Don't even think about it.
No.
Yeah. Where are we? GYS 311. Yeah, it's starting to push it though, isn't it? I don't like personal plates very much.
I think Little Miss HubNut. So because LL10 would be the perfect plate for Little Miss HubNut.
Emma's got the perfect idea. Just change your name to an existing number plate.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I love that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
So we are doing casual little looks on eBay for anything that has an LL10 plate on.
Yeah. Well, we might just buy it.
Because we think it would be really funny to present it with something completely random, but it's got the right plate. She might not find it so funny.
Yeah. Things are flying past again, aren't they? Suzuki Celerio or Hyundai i20. Oh, which one would I bring? Well, we don't have to make a decision because either is welcome. It's that sort of a show.
And both of those will be lovely. Aha, indecisive. Will there be an award for the rustiest car at Rustival?
We are planning some awards.
Have got some awards. I don't think rustiest is one of them.
It should be, really.
I think they're slightly different to the ones you would get normally at a
because we're just trying to be different.
Car show. And we have seen the awards themselves and they are awesome. Awesome. Very special, but we're not going to tell you any more about that. There's just loads of little
David
bits.
the Hillbilly's asking difficult questions. Ever find your grease gun? I think I've got 2 of them. They're in there somewhere. But the problem is I get so angry with them each time. I put them away gently.
Put them away gently.
Yeah. Yeah. Colonel Scrummel, is the Skoda Foreman not favourite still around? I believe it was. It's been through a few hands since I owned it, but it does get spotted every now and then, and a photo pops up somewhere.
Martin Cooper, perfect plate for Little Miss HubNut, LL10 nut.
Yeah. That'd be ideal.
That would be perfect.
I don't think it'd be cheap though.
No, I don't think it would be cheap. So what we're thinking is, because we've looked at the LL10 plates and they're coming in about £1,700, some of them. But you could get a car with an LL10 plate on for that. So that's why we're thinking of buying a car.
Cool.
Is there a wobbliest award?
I need an electric grease gun, apparently. Okay.
Okay.
I still think it's the same problem. It's always the putting the grease in tends to be where it all goes wrong.
Retro Matt says the Rustival Awards are sat in my office and no one is getting a sneak peek.
Ooh, okay.
They are awesome.
They exist.
Doesn't Matt make them?
I think so.
They are really, really, really awesome. Really awesome.
Yeah, even with the cartridges, I always seem to get it wrong and get grease absolutely blooming everywhere.
Mark Davis, hello and welcome. What makes the LL10 plate so expensive? Do you think it's all the Lleos?
Maybe it is. Because it's quite a common Welsh name, you see. We shouldn't say that. Don't tell the number plate companies.
That's it. They're now £3,000. Well done. Well done.
But generally, number plates, private plates can be very expensive in the UK.
Oh, Louise made the awards. They're awesome. Please pass on our respect. They were awesome. And really clever as well.
Screw cap cartridges for your grease guns. Pretty foolproof. Now that sounds like a test that needs to happen. Because I am a fool.
Sorry, they're pretty foolproof, these grease guns. Are they...
HubNut is on a Mercedes.
Oh, okay. Are they launch proof, these grease guns that you're suggesting? 69 forget tigress hair. Yep, it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. Leo low for less than £1,000. But yeah, it's still a lot of money, isn't it, really, just to have your number plate in the car. You just think, why don't you just get a number plate and just put it in the rear window above the normal number plate? Sure, that'll be fine. Truck drivers do all the time, don't put their name on it. Yeah.
Ah, interesting. So Dermot says, what are your thoughts on Ford ending the production of the Focus?
Well, kind of
and
irrelevant,
thoughts on
really.
VW cutting EV production in Dresden?
Yeah, conventional cars seem to be in trouble, but this has been an ongoing thing since Nissan replaced the Almera with the Qashqai. That kind of told you where things were going, didn't it? And yeah, people don't want... Oh, Cleo hug.
Oh, that's cute.
She doesn't like hugs. Yeah, it kind of shows you where the world is going, that normal cars aren't popular. People don't want normal cars anymore, which is a bit sad, because normal cars tend to be good at doing normal car things.
I really want to get her Cleo hug, because that would wind her up massively.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sid 3300, I wouldn't put a private plate on anything old. The original plate is part of history, very much part of the problem. You think, oh, is my car still existing? You go and do a reg check. If it's had a private plate put on it, you won't find your old car. So, yeah, it is a thing. Everyone's just basically telling me how they grease things quite merrily and don't have the trouble I have.
Oh, the only trouble is you launching the grease guns.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, God. Cleo, yeah.
Cleo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Where are we? Rusty's Hubcap Award. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. There we go. Exciting stuff. Oh, we need to buy Cleo.
The problem is you lot are now looking for Cleo number plates, so now they're going to become really, really expensive.
Oh, please, can we buy a Cleo hug?
Yeah.
Oh, she will kill us.
Yeah. We should probably think about winding this up. We've been going for an hour and a half, which I know by kit standards.
Shall we give it 2 hours?
Nothing. Oh, what do you reckon, folks?
Shall we give
371 of you watching, 262 likes now. Should we keep going?
Matt Phillips says, have you ever fancied owning a car that just starts when you turn the key, can drive straight away and runs without drama, or is that just too dull?
The answer to that is Shemi, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, she takes a while to churn through and get the fuel through, but she just starts and goes and potters off to wherever I want to potter her off to. So, yeah, we do have cars that work.
I am so proud of Shemi. I know it's daft, but she was so close to going to Tanagrois.
Yeah.
And Whiteland were incredible in what they did for her. She's had her engine swap. The MOT tester said that, you know, he wouldn't have known if we hadn't have said.
Yeah.
She's so tidy, and she's gone from being one of the worst to, I think she's probably one of the better charades out there now. Not to put her own trumpet.
Well, once you straighten the front end out.
Once we've, oi.
Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very proud. Very proud of our Shemmy. How's the Invocar? She just hasn't been out for a little while.
Just
Rob Wells, keep going. I've got more beer.
Okay, there we go. Isn't Betty kind of like that? Yeah, Betty does. She has her dashboard fault, but she does tend to start. Sometimes she stumbles a bit. She's always done that.
I mean, every now and then, if we've had a bad day and the fleet are playing up, which is often, you will say, "That's it. I'm going to go get Dr. Logan on finance."
There we go.
Right
We've
now.
got to keep going until Mass Singer ends.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a strange.
So I don't have to watch it with my family.
I don't mind the concept of it, but the reality of that program is very strange.
Has the prank been fixed? No.
No, because we haven't had a good window of opportunity to get it done.
A couple of reasons. One, we haven't had a window of opportunity, and two, Whiteland are so busy.
They are. Yeah.
Whenever, I will be really happy when she is done. That would be lovely.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like I love her stock as she is, but I want her to be perfect.
Oh, is that grosser act? I'm not very good with the German characters. Keep going. I had to make and eat the dinner tonight, so I've missed about an hour. Oh, I'm sure you didn't miss much, really.
Chris Robinson, I see Whiteland's Merc was hitting a 20 mile per hour zone. Lots of damage for a 20 mile per hour collision. What do you think? That's really sad to see that car.
Yeah, but the angle of impact, I still don't know how that happened, but pleased to report that all involved are okay.
Yeah,
apart
which is
from
the most important
cars.
thing.
Yeah.
The Merc, as Leanne says, the Merc did its job. It protected Lewis's mum. And actually, the modern that hit it came off worse.
Yeah, so if you want to see the full details of that, just pop over to the White.
Yeah, they did do a video.
And
they did get busted by Lewis's mum.
Yeah.
Which is
very,
we
very
shouldn't
funny.
laugh. We shouldn't laugh, but she did bust them filming it. But as we know, chaos is content, folks. So
Colonel Scrummel, when starting out on a HubNut fleet, are there any tips you two could share? Yeah, don't buy the sort of cars we buy, because we buy cars you can't get parts for. We like weird and unusual cars that are indeed problematic. The Berlingo is nice because we can actually buy spares for that.
I think just go with what you love, really. You know, and that's what we do. And our heart goes into it first, and then our head. The Berlingo was a head purchase because we knew we could get spares. We've got Tanagross up the road, and there's loads of parts there. Ironically, she's the most awkward M59 Berlingo ever known to man because they changed the engine layout several times. And she falls before the changes that are in the Haynes manual and so on. So she's awkward, but she's so much easier than trying to find parts for, say, the Pajero Junior or Shemmy. Which is on the sorry, Shemmy again.
Obsessed.
I knew. Ian very kindly bought me a new dash for Shemmy because he broke the other one, and it arrived broken.
So that's another thing I'm going through at the moment, waiting for that to get to 10 days so I can try and get my money back. The seller isn't even responding to messages, which is very professional of them.
Hello Jack, and welcome to the channel. Been working on Peugeot 405 SRI today.
Ooh, there's a rarity. Would like to meet.
Edward, we're not going to get rid of Shemmy.
No, it's not happening.
Berlingo is delightful because French. Bella is delightful. Bella is a joy of a family vehicle daily, isn't she?
Yeah, we did over 200 miles in her yesterday evening. Still not running perfect, but when you're driving at speed, it doesn't matter. She drives smoothly and beautifully.
Would you do, or have you done a review of any of the City Bugs?
No, we haven't done one yet.
Do you know what? When I pass my test, what we should do is 107 C1 grudge match.
And the Igo as well?
Yeah, no, because, well, yes, but also...
I suppose it's more personal, but I think the C1 is the best.
And I like the 107. Yeah.
There we go. Well, I did notice Wynne was in the chat earlier, who organises the local gymkhanas.
Retro Matt says, how have I only just noticed the Rustival prototype t-shirt behind you?
Well, there we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can purchase Rustival merchandise on the rustival.co.uk website.
Full collection at the show.
For collection at the show. So what you do is you pre-order now and you will get it on the day. We have black t-shirts, we have Rustival rust-coloured t-shirts, hoodies, and there has recently been order on demand polo shirts as well. So very reasonably priced, and if you want those, hop over to the rustival.co.uk website.
Oh, Turbo Teams World, thank you. We've got C1 we can borrow.
Yay.
Email ian@hubnut.org. It all comes down to geography though. I've got a huge backlog of tests to do, but it just depends where I am. But yeah, it needs to happen really. I've done some driving in a Peugeot 107 recently, but it was thrashing it around a quarry, one of the local gymkhanas I was just talking about. Okay. So there we go.
Matt Phillips says, new idea for extra funds. Rival drive dad's car with drive HubNut's car.
Yeah, I see my insurance company laughing at that one.
No, I just think people would be slightly traumatised and drive Bella and she's like...
Yeah. Entirely possible. Yeah, everyone would love to drive Tuk, but I don't know how to safely make that happen, because it's not like you can supervise someone driving, because it's a single seater.
Martin. Don't worry, we're hanging on till 9 o'clock.
So, yeah, it would be nice to do something where people could drive the fleet cars or cars like the fleet cars. I'm determined to make something happen at some point. But there we go.
Oh, Sid would love to drive Betty.
Maybe after she's had a suspension refresh.
Any chance of some stickers for Rustival?
There will be stickers
Lord Bundle,
on
there
sale
will also
at
be
Rustival.
stickers for sale on the day. They've all got the funky design that we've got here, which is lovely. I would pull this down, but there's boxes of noodles underneath it. It looks a bit it's a bit random.
Classic Saab. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the 96. It's one of my favourite Saabs. I especially like the two-stroke ones. 900s have never been my thing. Had a 9000, which didn't really feature on the channel, sadly, but that was a lovely thing.
They are not HubNut noodles. Mini HubNut they're the Samyang Buldak noodles that seem to be all the rage at the moment. Mini HubNut is quite obsessed with them, so I have to buy boxes of them. Yeah. Edward would love to drive Shemmy.
Oh,
she's a joy.
Every car's got its favourite.
She's a joy, and she's an excellent learner car as well.
Neil B, how does the brake work in Tuk? I looked at your videos. It doesn't look like you can brake hard in an emergency. You can. She stops very quickly, but you have to push the handlebars down, which when you're steering at the same time, coming down Shelsley Walsh after going up, coming down was much more scary than going up. Yeah, she can stop pretty quick when she has to.
Retro Matt says Nino and I are going to start the ex-HubNut Cars Club.
yeah. Excellent. There's a few out there. There's another car. Oh, yes, Cecily, of course, will be at Rustival. So there we go. Indecisive, are you up for Mark 1BX versus GSA? Yes, should have made that happen while Kitch had VEP. But yeah, if we can make that happen, I would be more than happy. Because technically, the BX you own is older than my GSA, even though the BX replaced the GSA. Very odd.
Oh gosh, the great thing about emergency braking in a Model 70 is you naturally body slam the handlebars.
Well, there is that true. The gravity sort of helps you push the bars down. Yeah.
Crikey. Yeah. Oh, Dan Carter says, I'm joining HubNut's Cars Club. Which one would you like?
Yeah.
Have you tried those Takis chili crisps? No, I haven't. Have you tried the Buldak noodles? Because they do like a 3 spicy one. They are crazy spicy. What the Hublets do is you get a sauce packet with it. They put a little bit in. I went gung-ho, just threw the lot in and burnt my lips off.
Yes. Danger. Honor van der Brink, if I've got that anywhere near right. Do you like the old larders? Yeah. There was a very nice larder at the last HubNut social, wasn't there?
Yes.
They'd come over from Hungary, I think.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Are you perhaps trying to go episode by episode for longer hair than Carly's? Says Peter Van Heck.
I mean, it is growing, but actually I'm overdue a haircut, so this will be receding somewhat.
Oh, crikey. Simone says, emergency braking in TC is scary. The nosedive is epic and bouncy.
Yeah, Ellie can be much the same. Plenty of suspension movement.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Will there be any food vendors at Rustival? Not really, because the museum does its own catering.
There is a lovely cafe at the museum. If you go to their website, you can see exactly what they've got on offer. They do hot food, cold food, drinks, and so on. I don't know. They also have an external bar and
I don't know if they're bringing that out. I guess it depends how big Rustival gets, and it keeps on growing.
But we shall ask. We can ask the question
all part of our
when we go and have a site visit
next week.
Any plans for a collab with Seaside Garage? That would be cool.
That would be awesome. I was just watching his. He's rebuilding an 18cc variable compression ratio diesel engine for a pedal bike, and it kind of assists you. So that's quite an interesting thing. Do go and check it out on the Seaside Garage channel.
Christian Ruffle says, thoughts on the Skoda Yeti? Is Leanne here?
Awful cars, driven by awful people. No, we're only joking. We do quite like the look of the Yeti. And we have been talking with Whiteland for some time about doing Berlingo versus Yeti, but
that's a good one.
But both cars have been a little troublesome.
Yes.
Troublesome. That's a new word.
Troublesome. This is both a problem and troublesome.
Yeah. So we haven't quite managed to pull that one off yet.
Sid says, have you watched much John Coupland Rover 75 restoration? We're still traumatised, Sid.
Yeah.
I know that John and his dad are coming to Rustival.
Yeah.
And hopefully bringing the 75. But did I see something on Twitter today that the head gasket's gone?
Not on a case.
I know. Are you shocked? Are you shocked?
Yeah.
I think I did see that, but hopefully it's going to make it. It's going to make it. How do you get all that hair in one bun, Miss HubNut? It's a battle.
I wonder myself.
Battle.
Yes. Someone's coming from London to Rustival. Excellent. Well, yeah, do check out the Facebook page because the
Friendship Corner, pop over there.
I think this is it. Let's see if this is still the link. Yes, there we go. This link will take you to Rustival Friendship Corner.
Yes.
And yes, people chatting away, making friends on there merrily, way ahead of the event.
Absolutely, it's really lovely. When we started the group, I was putting in a lot of input, but now people are just running with it themselves. If you want to share your tinkering, your preparations for Rustival, people are really, really loving that. Finding out about what you're doing to your car in preparation. There's a whole spectrum of things that happen into cars. We've got engines being fitted. We've got cars being put back on the road that haven't been on the road for years. We've got Indecisive doing all his VEP prep. And it is called VEP prep, which is impressive to watch. And then you've got some people who are just going to turn the key and come. And whatever you do, we're very, very happy. It's not a show where we're expecting them to be pristine and whatnot, because chances are our cars are not going to be.
Stipperlight points out that there was an ice cream van when he went to a BMM meet. I don't think the museum does ice cream, so I think they would allow that.
Yes, there was an ice cream van.
Last time we went, there was a Maestro hot dog van.
Yes.
Sadly, a restoration case. It wasn't
glorious.
traded.
I've got photos of that because I was just obsessed with that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I was quite obsessed with that. Yeti called Freddie.
Have you seen any HubNut clothing being worn in the wild? Yeah. I mean, usually at car shows. The most surreal was the car meet in St Ives near Sydney. A chap came up in his HubNut shirt and he turned up in his Deum mitties.
I had a moment where I was walking the dog in the dark and a gentleman in a Betty hoodie walked towards me. I was like, this is strange. So I was like, hi.
Any H-Van coffee shops? There are some. They won't be coming to Rustival though because the museum does its own tea and coffee. It would be nice to do an event and have some interesting... There's all sorts of interesting food trucks out there.
Yeah.
Someone's distracted by the kitsch dogs. Yeah. One day we will have a museum of awful cars and terrible crockery.
Oh, I love my dogs. Ian does not love my dogs.
Hideous things.
I'm trying to collect more. What cars have you regretted selling?
Well, I usually I get asked this one a lot, but do I really regret any of them? Really?
So
I was very fond of my Rover P6 in tobacco leaf, which I usually mention at this point, but it was sold for a reason, and that reason was my bank account.
We did have a sadness when we let Cecily go.
Yeah.
Because she is fantastic. She's a fantastic
But she went to the right home.
But she's gone to the right home.
You will see Cecily at Rustival and a car transformed.
Foxanne, again, was quite sad, but absolutely the right home.
Yeah.
So, I don't think you can be particularly. I feel sad for the City Rover.
I think I might need to sell more cars.
Oh, we're not going to discuss this online.
We're not going to do it now.
We're not going to discuss this
but
online.
I think it is the case.
Matt says,
Retro
Matt says that the Rustival merch order's opinion in.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you, people.
It's you guys, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I think I need to sell some cars because what do you guys love? You love collection capers. And what can't I do at the moment? Collection capers, because we have too many cars. We already have one more car than we have space for. So we're a bit
Mark
stuck.
Howson says, I'm coming up in my everyday car, but won't be showing it this time around. That's absolutely fine. So we've mentioned Vandenpla and Mayfair, which are our display areas, so to speak. But if you just wanted to come along and park in general parking, you're very, very welcome to do that.
Yeah.
Just let us know on the day and we will direct you to the right place. I probably won't be directing. I think I'm going to be in a yellow gazebo and I am rubbish at directions, so it's probably for the best.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be on Vandenpla or Mayfair, probably, directing cars in for the first part of the day. It's going to be a very, very busy day.
But yes, if you wanted to just park in the general parking and enjoy the event, you're welcome to do that.
I was talking about H-vans and the fake plastic H-vans. I'm reminded when myself and James Walsh, who works on Practical Classics and other magazines for Bauer Media.
Is this Birmingham?
We were at the Birmingham Christmas market and we were going around and comparing the terrible H-vans. Because some are really nicely done, you're hard pushed to tell, and some are awful.
Mr. BWA1, my cousin from Idaho, says, can you deliver to Idaho? Are we talking delivering cars or Rustival merchandise?
Yeah. I don't think we've got enough time to get to Idaho and back, really, before Rustival. I mean, I know it's probably only an 8 or 9 hour flight, but I think that would get refused on expenses. What have you done with the profits of the show? We went to Idaho.
Peter Van Heck says, Ian, I think you won't be able to avoid Carly's loving clutches. Not that you would want to. She's obviously got you literally cornered on the seat.
I'm fine. I'm here of my own free will.
Need a HubNut motor museum. Now, several people have said that we would love to do that.
Yeah, that is the dream, I think. That is, I mean, it's been a dream having a channel that has led to this point, but I've always been thinking, what's the next step? And I think that is the next step.
You need help.
But sadly, the income is quite a long way from making that happen.
Mosschops 2002 says, which car has the worst triangle of doom and why is it my Fiesta?
Yeah, Fiesta's pretty bad. That must be a Mark 6 Fiesta. Awful. City Rover, pretty awful.
Noswaita
Berlingo,
Ariana?
pretty bad. So, yeah, there's some good contenders out there for worst triangle of doom. But if you go to the Up and Down videos channel and search for Halloween, you will find a video he made me with definitely the worst triangle of doom I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I won't spoil it. Go and find out what it is.
Indecisive Water says, have you seen the Tipo that Jim McGill is bringing to Rustival?
Yeah.
Yes, that is exciting. There might be... I'm not going to say anything. I'm giving away too much. This is the problem. I've been given the information and now I'm like, I must keep things quiet.
Oh, Christopher Smith, my nominated Rustival car is currently broken. Clutch levers failed. No. And it's Australian built. No. Okay, but Christopher, it's okay. If you need to change your car, just drop a line to the email address and we can do that. That's absolutely fine. hello@rustival.co.uk.
It'd be phenomenal if you managed to get it sorted, but if not, absolutely fine. And we would love to see whatever you can bring along. Yeah,
Miguel says selling more cars would probably be a good idea, but quite sad to see the GSA go. Yeah. This is the problem. Every car on the fleet has its fans. So which one do we get rid of? I keep thinking, oh, no one likes Giselle that much. And then we keep selling because French merchandise. And we've had quite a run on it of late. So, yeah, problematic. I can't get rid of anything. Everyone loves something. Oh, no. Grossiak says, 70% of my windscreen is currently a triangle of doom. Passenger wiper spindle has stripped and it's a pig of a job. Oh, what car's that on? See, a lot of Volvos with that issue where there's only one wiper working. Used to be a problem on Nissan Bluebirds. They would snap the linkage, I think, rather than the spindles. And Ariana says, I'm looking forward to Rustival. I'll be going along with Tamsin and her hubby in their Humber Hawk. Nice. Ariana, the WDSC, the Women Drivers Social Club, super well represented at Rustival. I am so excited. Oh, Chris Smith, of course. I've just worked out what the Australian car is. Yes, the Mitsubishi. Ooh. Yes. Yeah, sorry, my brain is starting to fade after 1 hour and 53 minutes. We've only got 7 minutes left, folks. Oh, no, quick, quick. So, Yeah, we're getting close to the
Ben
end.
the Berlingo. Ooh.
We can't. The
you
Berlingo
know
is
what?
surprisingly popular. Videos on the Berlingo always do well.
Yeah, the Berlingo. Obviously, I'm on the friendship corner and I'm looking at the insights and whatnot. Put Bella on there, it goes crazy.
Yeah. Madness. Don't understand it.
Oh, I like this. Just get a bigger unit.
Yeah. I mean,
Just get a bigger
or
unit.
just dig in the pockets and yeah.
Oh, I don't think Mr. Mocky is a Lingo fan.
It's not looking like he's a Berlingo fan. No. Yeah.
Oh, what about a hovercraft?
I mean, we'll have to speak to the museum, but maybe hovercrafts as well. Yeah.
Be hilarious.
What do you think of the Mazda 5? I've never had anything to do with modern Mazdas. And by modern, I mean anything built after about the year 2000. So I would like to.
David Flame is being very topical. The future of car shows and the demise of internal combustion engines. Your thoughts?
Well, I think the demise of the internal combustion engine has been greatly oversold to us. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. But it is an interesting one because a car show is pretty bad for the environment because loads of cars queuing to get into it.
Yeah, but thinking about demographics with regards to car shows. So one of the reasons we were inspired to do Rustival is we looked at the demographics for the NEC shows, and it tends to be a gentleman of a certain age, and we wanted to kind of
quite a lot of whom watch HubNut.
Expand upon that. We wanted to kind of expand upon that and bring in everybody else. So that's kind of the thinking, and we're trying to keep the price low because we see that there's a lot of discussions going on at the moment about the cost of car shows, and hopefully Rustival is the future.
So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting. We have no idea really, do we? Just got to kind of wait and see.
Yeah, we were
because although old cars tend to be far worse for the environment, the truth is when you look at what pollutes most, classic cars are way down because they don't do very many miles, so they're not a big problem.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the car and having a theoretical the other day about what will a car show look like in 20 years? What cars will still be there and what cars will disappear?
Peter Van Heck is talking about Rover 600s. Lovely cars. Danny Hopkins, our compere and editor of Practical Classics magazine,
my cousin,
has one for sale. 618. So it's the smallest Honda engine you could get. But I agree. Beautiful cars and absolutely lovely. Very, very tempted if we didn't already have too many cars.
Lord Bungle is in agreement with me. Thank you.
Someone's saying Dacia Logan, £20 a week with a £2,000 deposit.
Oh, do
the
not
problem is though,
him.
You say £2,000 deposit. That's more than we usually spend on a car.
Are we going to use the Pajero Tow Bob? It's only got a 1.1.
Yeah, the Pajero is a 1.1 automatic. I think it'll have trouble pulling itself up, let alone dragging a bob in it. I think the Pajero, I don't know if it's coming across on camera, the Pajero is tiny.
I've got a picture. I'll tell you what, I might post the picture again of Shemi and the Pajero next to each other. And you kind of realise then Shemi looks like beefy.
Yeah.
And Shemi is not beefy by any stretch of the imagination. Lightbulb Fun says, I have a good friend of mine who is looking at a 90s Twingo. What be your thoughts?
Lovely cars. I imagine I've never driven one, but I love Twingos.
Fun, I think he's called over on Instagram. Chris, he's also, I think he's on Twitter as well. He is a huge Twingo fan, and the colours, the interiors, the all the quirky accessories you can get for them, I would say yes on a 90s Twingo, 100%.
Oh, thanks, Psycho. He's got faith in Rustival. Reckons it's going to get bigger. Oh, it's going to get even harder work to organise.
No, because what we've done now is we've laid the foundations. We understand the process. It can get as big as it likes now.
Yeah. People are already asking if it's going to be a 2-day event. I mean,
we did think about a venue, but this is a vague thought because we know it's got camping facilities as well. And camping seems to be merging more into
this space. We don't know where Rustival goes next, but hopefully do bigger and better things. So we shall see. Right, family, do you have a plan on getting a picture of all the fleet in one shot? That's a really difficult thing to make happen because the fleet tend to be spread out. We are hoping to get quite a few of them together for a local event this year.
Yes.
The Wheels for Wales event, which is local enough that we can sort of run back and forth and maybe bring a few cars down.
Sywell's an awesome venue. Lord Bungle says Rustival at Sywell, that is a really nice venue.
But we need to see how many we can get. It won't be all of them, I don't think, because I'll have to tax all of them. That gets ruinously expensive.
Oh, Rob Hoyle said, car shows in 20 years, Fiesta Mark 6s in the car park because people still won't believe they're classics. And this is why Rustival is as it is. All wheels are welcome. So when Rustival's like worldwide in 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, it was a big risk. Let's have an event and we'll just welcome anything. And you're thinking, is it just going to be a load of new cars? People leave all their classics at home. But no, the variety of stuff that's coming has absolutely blown us away.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And it's lovely because if you love classic cars but you haven't got one yet for whatever reason, it means you're not excluded, because that frustrates me when you can't take your car for whatever reason. Whatever boundary's been set, it must be before 1974 or whatever. This means everything can come, and I think that's lovely.
David Flammy, sharing your videos on X, does it help your channel? I'm all for it. Wherever you share it is potential for someone to watch a video. So I shared them on there. To be honest, I don't know if it makes any difference or not, but yeah, we'll thank you very much. Yeah, just share the videos. It always helps. Who else? Whose idea was Rustival?
Kind of a conglomeration idea.
Yeah, well, we'd had some thoughts about doing something a bit bigger than our HubNut socials. And then, like I say, talking with Steph and Matt in the build up to the NEC last year, we were just like, should we try and do something outside the NEC? So, Peter Burke, thank you very much for your super chat, your donation. That's lovely.
What's the biggest vehicle coming to Rustival?
Oh, look, I can do that. Didn't realise I could do
that. Can I share my comment on Rustival on content? Oh, yes, you can. All we ask of you, if you would like to share your content on Friendship Corner, if you can just ask a couple, because social media is all about having a picture.
Where's the charge
and having a picture and putting in a question. So all we would ask is if you can just do a little question that directs it to Rustival, like, would you like to see one of these at the show, or did you have one of these, or just something like that. That's all we ask. But yeah, you're very welcome to.
Oh, we're over 2 hours.
Oh, this is about the all wheels being welcome and everything, but it's also about the creator community as well. So we're very happy to have people filming there, people taking photos there, and so on. And obviously there's a certain amount of people who are going to be on stage and whatnot this time. Who knows, next time we might have other people on the stage. And yeah.
Right. Well, I think we should start winding this one up, because my throat is starting to work. We've been talking for 2 hours
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Nathan Law says, Lord. Oh, okay. I thought he said he hadn't heard of Rustival. How?
Yeah. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a really delightful session. Thanks to all those who gifted memberships. So we got a lot more members now. That's always good to have. Oh, look, some of the HubNut member emojis are coming out. The cup of tea is desperately needed, definitely. So yeah, thank you very much. Don't forget, you can head to the HubNut store and buy lovely merchandise.
Where's Rustival taking place?
I think we just glitched out. Are we back?
Are we back?
Yeah, if you head to the description, you will see a link to Rustival right at the top, and you can find links to the store and links to channel memberships, all that sort of thing. So yeah, thank you once again. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we shall see you in a future live stream or video.
Or Rustival.
Farewell. Or Rustival, yeah. Bye.
Boof.